edit the video by any chance? Sick. All right. Costa, if you can find me the description, then I'm going to paste all the information in it.
What description?
The description to the live video. What's up, y'all? Give me 1 second. I'm working on some technical stuff here.
I don't know where that is.
Yeah, me neither. It was up there 1 second ago. It should be there, huh?
Edit it.
Yeah, click description right there.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's not it. Go into that. Here, never mind. I got it. Left-handed. We're working on some technical stuff, y'all. Just give me a second.
Can everybody hear me on the stream, Costa? Just let me get a 7 in chat if you can hear me.
7 in chat.
Why is your chat there?
All right. Save.
Okay, cool. Yeah, they can hear the Discord.
Cool.
Oh shit, that's a lot of 7s.
All right.
All right.
Go ahead, Costa. What's going on?
Nothing. Happy to have everybody here that's joined the Discord.
Oh, but just real quick, Costa's basically just the Discord guy. He's everybody that goes to the Discord that wants to learn more about art and life in general and working out, running track, all that kind of stuff. Costa's in there bringing the community together, making sure it's a clean, safe environment for everybody to learn, and you go to the Discord to learn a lot more. Go ahead, Costa.
Yeah. But anyways, for those that have submitted your portfolios, we've reviewed it. We've hand-selected some, and they will be making their way into the stream one by one. Each person will have the opportunity to speak with Ethan for roughly about 5 minutes. If it goes on too long, I'm going to cut it off. If we're planning for about 2 hours, so if we run into additional time, then I will probably start looking at random portfolio links in the Discord and pulling random people in. Ethan will be reviewing you. If you're ready for the industry, we'll be talking to you about the approach of maybe how you're getting into it, or if there's things you can work on in your portfolio. Ethan will also be highlighting some things that maybe you should be focusing on to better stand out. Or what the industry is looking for in terms of technical ability and some key things they look for in portfolios. Ethan will also be sharing his personal experiences and whatnot. We also have a friend of mine and Ethan's in here, Ricardo, to give a different take. So we have 2 paths you can follow here that we'd like to discuss. Primarily, this is Ethan's stream, so it will be about Ethan, but Ricardo has been able to carve out his own path outside of the industry and make a living and develop a following himself as an independent creator or freelancer.
Yeah, Ricardo, where are you from? Say hi.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm from Portugal.
So that's going to be a bit like all of your, whenever I give portfolio advice and like advice on how to present yourself, it's probably going to be a little bit different from my experience to your experience, right? Just because of like all the different types of jobs that you've had.
Yeah, I've never worked in the industry per se, so I have a completely different perspective here. I've always been freelancing. That's how I got here. So.
Okay, so that's 2 different sides, is like freelancing versus working in the industry, job day-to-day type of stuff. So your Instagram is Waveloop, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna pull that up really quickly. just so everybody's familiar with your work. Let's see here.
How's the audio levels now, guys? Shoot, that's
For
loud.
Ricardo?
Hold on. Can you let go of the...
Yeah.
Don't touch her. Testing. Test. Okay. I'm getting loud. Okay. There we go.
So yeah, we're going to be talking today, tomorrow, and the next day. And we're just going to be keeping it chill. You know, we're not going to be... It's just going to be a conversation between me and the students, and this isn't so much for my YouTube channel. It's more for the community and trying to talk to people about portfolios, you know, that type of stuff. So we're just going to be keeping it. We're going to be keeping it chill. So I think, are we ready to go right now? This is Ricardo's stuff.
Yeah. I think for the first couple of minutes, Ethan, if you could talk about your experience and maybe highlight, because it's a common question that comes up, even though I know you've covered it in a lot of your YouTube videos. But maybe for those that are new, that came here from Lightbox Studio, are unaware of how you broke into the industry, and a little bit of your story behind what got you into the position you are in today, and also as a professional in the industry, maybe some things that you can share that you notice amongst your coworkers that studios look for, and maybe how work is conducted and animation, so that people have a good idea of what to expect if they get into the industry, or maybe some of the things that they should be working on before they work in a team.
Yeah, so animation and actually I want to hear a little bit of Ricardo's version first. How did you get into the industry? Get me warmed up.
I just kind of, people started asking me for work. It was never one step. It was really stretched out for, I don't know, it took me like 3 years for me to actually live just for my by my art. And
Was
yeah,
it Instagram?
It was,
they noticed you through Instagram first, or what?
well, I started yeah, what's the name? Costa of the site? Newgrounds, yeah. I think Newgrounds was where I got my first gigs. And yeah, and then it's pretty much 90% is from Instagram. ArtStation too got me a couple, but now
Okay.
I get contacted directly, so by my email.
Ricardo, when did you notice? What was the first real kickoff when you noticed that you went from like a low 10,000 Instagram following and started really taking off? What was what would you say is that catalytic point that started the chain reaction?
I think it was actually reaching 10,000 on Instagram. It
Really?
grew exponentially. Yeah, it got a boom. It took me years to get to 10,000, and then I got to 50,000 in two months or so, and it start growing. Then it flattened out a little bit again, but yeah, that was like 2 years ago, or 2 or 3 years ago.
Nice. So what do you get hired for mostly? Like whenever somebody looks at your work, what are they?
It's mostly character design, or illustration for covers, for advertisement.
Okay.
In the small niche independent creators. That's pretty much, yeah.
Got you. If you guys don't know, today is a Lightbox. If you go over to Lightbox Expo, this is kind of like what the whole thing is right now. We're doing portfolio reviews for Lightbox. It's just basically, if you didn't watch my video yesterday, it's this huge expo where all the other artists in the industry get together, and it's actually not that widely known at the moment. But if you go in, you can go into the artist alley right here. This is pretty darn sick. Then you can go and check out all the other artists. There's me, and then there's even companies here that are doing portfolio reviews. Let's see if you can see on the stream. Yeah, Bento Box, Titmouse is doing it. Cartoon Network is here. CGMA. Some of these people are doing portfolio reviews. But so if you're interested in looking at professional work, professional portfolios, you go on to this, and this is just a huge list of the top people in the industry. I know quite a few of these people actually personally, and they're really, really good artists. Yeah, but go check it out. You can even go in here, check out the 3D space. It's pretty flippin' cool. I gotta say that I'm pretty impressed.
Is there any way you can maybe pull up one of the professional portfolios and maybe highlight some of the things that the pros do, so that people kind of have a barometer for how a professional portfolio looks?
So I've got this really crude, disgusting looking Photoshop file here of just people that I wanted to highlight. And TB, I'm going to try to see if I can find somebody that's not as well known. Patrick is flippin' insane. Angela is crazy good. Let me see if I can do... All right, I want to look at these. These portfolios are some of the best that I've ever seen. And let me see if I can find it. Elia. All right, give me a second. I'm going to run through this. A-L... What was it? Elia. There we go. Bet I can full screen this. So this person's work is just some of the best that I've seen. Cinematic, the storytelling, the focal length of like the paintings and stuff like that. So again, this whole thing, all of this portfolio review stuff kind of revolves around like, what do you want to do? That's really what it needs to be focused on. And I got a feeling that a lot of you are going to say, I don't know what I want to do. I just want to do art. I want to work in the industry. And right now, me hitting it right off the bat is, it's best for you to know that you want a very specific goal. You want to shoot for something specifically. And there are ways to kind of climb up that ladder to eventually get to that point. This person right here is VizDev, and it's just like, this is the goal. This is the point that I wanted to be at when I first started, is just to do these amazing paintings. But in the industry, there's a way that you need to, well, you don't need to, but typically there's a way that you work up to this position, and you start lower and you get into the industry with a smaller portfolio, nothing like this grand, because nobody starts out this good typically, and then you kind of work your way up to this point. Did you have to do that in any way, Ricardo, or did you just jump in and you were just pretty much amazing from the beginning?
No. No, I had a long... I would say I'm still in that road. I'm in that tier of people who search for my work are people who cannot afford the big ones. So it's great because I can make a living out of it, but yeah, I need to step up my game and make a jump still.
Do you know people that are in the industry or freelancing?
Not really. I know a couple. I know a couple. Personally, no.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I really want to go in and show you these portfolios, but let's see. Okay, so when I was first starting out, this was maybe like 7 years ago. David Merritt, Joel Corsia, I think is how you say this person's name, and Helen Chen and Ryan Lang's portfolios. These are all like old school, well, they're not that old, but they're old to me. Old school portfolios that at this time, these portfolios were really beginning to ramp up and just like professional looking work. And this is what I used to base my stuff off as. It started off as, so what schools and some studios have you do is they say like, take an old fairy tale, like Snow White or flippin' Red Riding Hood, and then you kind of put your own spin to it, add a different culture to it, put it in a city, do this, yada yada. And this one's Red Riding Hood, and I think it's Mongolian, David Merritt. I looked at this portfolio so much, but this is pretty much what I was basing everything off of. And my portfolio kind of resembled this, and it's what got me hired. So if you can check it out, it's pretty pro. I mean, times have changed. Like, nobody's doing this type of work necessarily anymore, so you kind of have to read the environment of like what you're trying to get into. But this is just an example of one of the portfolios that I looked at a lot. Costa, did we ever get a link in Discord to this YouTube stream?
I can put it up right now.
Okay.
I'll do it at everyone announcement. Is there any way you can raise your mic volume?
Let me see.
Because I have you maxed on the on Streamlabs. I think your mic itself is being.
They're saying my hand's really big when it's close to the camera. Because
it's a wide angle lens.
Yeah. Take a photo and use it for reference. No, don't take that photo. It looks bad. Anyway, I guess put a 7 in the chat if my volume's too low.
It's going to be a little bit of a delay.
Okay.
It's kind of fine for me.
It's
no, but you're listening to him in Discord.
Oh.
Man, I wish I could. What is this, Italian? I wish I could skip through this portfolio. Just give me a second, though. Let's see if I can find out how to work this. Maybe this one? Man, I really hope I can get into this portfolio because it's such a good one.
We got to find a way to just raise your volume just a little bit, just
Yeah.
a tiny bit. There's people that are saying it's fine, and then there's some people that are saying it's too low. So, just a tiny bit of a boost on your mic, if at all possible.
All right.
Let me check the team viewer right there.
Yeah, if you go down there and hit recording, it should have my mic. So, you still have control of the mouse, right? Okay.
Let me go here.
I'm gonna read the chat for a second.
Go for it. Are you using your headset microphone?
Yeah, for Discord. I want to do animation as art and as a dream job, but I'm going to have to use Adobe Creator Animator since I animate with Flash. Let me know in the chat what all of you people want to do. You know, is it concept art? Do you want to do animation, video game stuff, just character design and animation? What are your goals? Do you have direction? That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, viz dev, character design and feature film. Oh man, character design. Oh, everybody's, okay, it's blowing up now. Character design, concept art. God, there's a lot of character design. Storyboard, character design. Yeah, dang, there's a lot of character design. Traditional graphic novels. Let me know when you have my, did you find the recording thing?
But it's not.
I got it. Let me see if I can do it.
That's your headphone. That's not the recording. That's just.
Recording. Find it here and see if you can make it louder. You see?
Yeah.
It's not that one. That's the one I'm talking with on Discord. Yeah.
Microphone configure.
Right click its properties, or go into its properties actually, over there to your left. Levels maybe? Oh, well, we got a little bit to squeeze out there.
Yeah.
Still figuring out technical stuff, but...
Oh, yeah, now you're blown.
Uh-oh.
Okay, cool.
I'm trying... I don't want to be too loud.
Good. Yeah, well, now we can adjust it here a little bit.
Okay, so many people were doing a character design, and so if you want to do character design in video games or animation, well, I don't know so much about video games, but in animation, a way to work up to that point, because there's so many people, as you can see in the chat, there's just so many people that want to do character design. A way to work up to that point is through Storyboard Revisions, and that's kind of like a different subject, but Storyboard Revisions, you basically just have to clean up other storyboard artists' drawings and stuff like that. So, but to create a portfolio based on that, then just have good characters, just draw characters well and have good fundamental skills. You would be in this first bracket right here. You would be in the second bracket. You would have your fundamental skills good to go, and that's when you can move up, essentially. You don't necessarily need style to start in the industry, but it will help you get noticed. So we'll get into that in a little bit. But I ran... all right, so do we want to throw somebody in here so we can start talking about portfolios and start looking at stuff?
Yeah. Those that are in the waiting room right now that are listening, go ahead and send Costa Double a message. Not in the stream VC, those that have been selected. Coffee Bean, Edu Falls, Joel Benart, Solcora, and Zippa.
Are they watching the stream, you think? They'll be able to hear that?
I'm gonna pull in.
Okay, I'm gonna just talk about these portfolios for a second.
So, for those that are in the waiting room, send me a message that you're ready to go, so I can choose. I don't want to pull somebody in here that isn't ready.
Man. God, I wish I could find this guy's portfolio, his old, it was a very structured portfolio, and this is the cover of it, but I can't.
You know what? We're gonna do Peru because they've been having massive issues with. So we're just gonna go ahead and move them to here so that we can get them out of the way.
Okay.
Peru, and now Ethan, here you go. I'm gonna be sending you their portfolio. It's an art station.
Do it. Peru.
Yeah. For those that are.
Let's take a look.
Please don't send me a message if you're not in the waiting room. We'll be pulling random people in here a little bit later.
Nice. Okay. I bet you we're gonna get a lot of these character design stuff.
Yeah.
Is Peru in the chat?
Sure is.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
Oh my God! Hi.
What are you doing?
Seeing my work.
What do you want to be? Do you want to be a character designer?
I want to be a visual development artist and also working in concept art if possible.
Okay. So what's your dream job? Just tell me a little bit about yourself while I'm kind of scrolling through your work here.
Okay. Sorry, my internet has died so many times right now.
It's all right.
Well, I'm a Peruvian artist. My dreams are moving to California, working in the animation and game industry. Uh, this is how I applied to art school, basically, and yep, I want to work in either concept and or visual development. I'm still figuring that out,
Mm-hmm.
but I really like both, and I'm I'm very interested in all the aspects of pre-production of a project, which is my goal.
Okay.
So yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I'm going to try to give everybody the time that they deserve. It's kind of tough for me to only talk for like 5 minutes to somebody, so I don't want to seem like I'm rude here, but I just want to kind of get to the meat of, you know, my advice for you. So first, I do want to say, like, you're already on your way pretty much. Just like your portfolio, you're on your way to character design. Like, you're doing pretty good so far. Let's see here. I think they're gonna have a delay, right, Costa, on seeing the stream to this.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
tiny bit of a delay. If you want to share your screen in the
Yeah.
Discord, if we could go ahead and share your screen so that those that are in the stream are getting it not delayed.
Right, because I'm going to be showing the stuff, and I just don't want it to be delayed here because she's not going to understand what I'm talking about. Let's see here. I'm going to go to this. I'm going to go to share my screen, and then I'm going to click that thing, and then you're probably going to have to mute me, right?
No.
Because I'm... No?
No.
Pariu, can you see the stream? Can you see my little...
Yes, I can.
Awesome. Okay, so... You know, something comes to mind here. Let me see if I can find another guy's...
Perry, make sure you're joining the Discord live stream. So if you look inside the Discord itself, you'll see that Ethan has just launched a live stream for you.
Oh.
If you can't see it, let me know.
Sorry. What do I do?
So do you
Wait.
see in the in Discord? Do you see that Ethan has created a live stream?
Yes.
Go ahead and watch that live stream in the Discord.
Okay. Sadly, I cannot seem to enter because I'm using my phone.
Well,
Okay.
then just for now, watch from the actual stream itself, and
Yeah, I'm
it'll
watching
be a
it.
little bit delayed.
I'll just try to keep it as broad so you can hear it.
Yes.
Well, I can't find his portfolio, but there's a guy, I believe his name is Chase Stanley, and he did some character design for Nickelodeon and all these other animation studios, and he's really good at doing character turns and head turns and stuff like that. But what I would say is that it's really cool that you've got like different hairstyles and stuff I see on these characters. But if you're trying to go for character design, these type of things, that maybe if you have like a small section of them, see, it's kind of tough for me to talk about this out of context if she can't see it. But if you have maybe...
Sorry, I can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, there's character designs with the hair, you know, having some of those, that's really cool. But what you want to do and what studios are looking for is to see if you can draw in a three-dimensional space, which you're kind of working at right here, but we want to see more of that. We want to see so let me just try to kind of demonstrate what I used to do and what I thought. So what I used to do and what a lot of students do is this right here. They will make, which I really don't see that you're doing it necessarily right here, but they'll have like this little face, really cute face, and they'll have a surprise face. And then right here, they'll have the exact same shot, the exact same straight on face, but they're going to have a different expression. Yada yada yada. So it's going to be the same thing, and they'll think that this is an expression sheet, which it's not. It's not really. Like, you kind of, as students, we need to show these companies that we can do things in multiple angles and in 3D space. So right here, you're kind of doing that. I can see that you're like trying to go for a profile view here, and this one's like a little bit of a 3/4. So I'm going to try to kind of give these a little bit more structure. So tomorrow I'm going to be going over, I'm going to have a little pamphlet or whatever ready to kind of talk about this in depth a little bit more. And I've made videos on this, but basically my advice to you right now is to kind of try to go into some professional character design portfolios that you can find, on the internet, some really good ones, and just create a template of all of your favorite character designers, and just try to break down their 3/4, their profile views, their characters, looking up, looking down, yada yada, and try to really get into that mindset and create that professional feel to it. Because I can see that you're trying to do it here. It just needs a little bit more structure, and the way that you can find that structure is by breaking down other professionals' work. And I'm sorry that I don't have these portfolios up right now. I really wish I did, and I think tomorrow I am. I'm gonna have a bunch of like beginner uh-oh, my cam turned off, but I'll turn it back on. You need like, I'm gonna have like beginner portfolios for you guys to look at, and then intermediate, and then professional. So that's pretty much my advice to you. Is there any question? Are there any questions or anything you want to say?
No, that was awesome. Really, thanks. I was so worried about my internet, but yeah, that was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very well on your way. So like, just keep on going. It's looking pretty darn Gucci right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, sling her out of here. What do you think about that wave loop? Did you get to see any of the portfolio?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty much learning myself. I've never did work considering joining what a company is looking for, so that was helpful for me too.
Yeah. So here's another example. Just really quick, if you're going into character design, these colors are cool, okay, but for the most part, and a lot of people don't know this, on some shows you're going to have something that's called a color stylist. So if you want to do your own colors, that's all Gucci. You can do it and it's fun. But if you really want to laser focus getting a character designing job, it's honestly, it all comes down to just good draftsmanship and good drawing skills. So the main thing that companies are going to notice right here isn't really the colors. Again, do the colors, have a good time, create it how you want to. But right here, the main thing that this company is seeing is just how. Here's the thing, is that the companies will see what you can't do more than what you can do. So you need to present what you can do more than what you can't do. And so the faster that you can get into that company, the more connections you can make, the people above you can help you progress once you're already in. Am I saying to lie to these companies? What do you think about that, Wave Loop?
No. Yeah, I think you should play your strengths always. Yeah. I agree.
And again, how you do this by checking out these, doing figure drawing, okay, breaking down photographs on the internet in very, very simple forms. You see how these are just two simple forms right here, which this isn't necessarily the right direction, but, and breaking down photographs and breaking down professionals' work. And I'm in the process of making a video about this very scenario. So you guys know I've been busy with all the YouTube drama and all this internet drama stuff right now. So I'm putting videos out, all right? I'm working all the time. Okay, do we have another one coming in?
Yeah.
This is cute. She's doing pretty good.
But I wish they didn't have such a messed up name and
It's okay.
design their name. But
Just call him Gucci.
yeah, so Veconia.
Oh, by the way, my face thing is off. If you want to add that at some point, Costa.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your name?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
You said Bella?
Sonia.
Bella or Ella?
No, Veconia.
Fazonia.
Fazonia.
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me? Do you have good internet?
Oh yeah, I have it.
Okay, cool. Is there any way that I can? Do you prefer being called she or he?
She.
Or neither? Okay. Can you sling me her portfolio?
It's already in there.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it real fast. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Everybody give Costa a round of applause in the chat for being such a... oh, you gonna control this? ahead.
Yeah, you got it now.
Being such a boss.
Well, I am the most bossest of the bosses.
Round of applause. This would literally not be possible if you weren't helping me out. Give the hand clap in the chat. Come on. Okay, can you tell me a little bit about yourself,
you gotta fix
Vizonia?
it. Hold on. You gotta fix it. You gotta. Yeah, go ahead, Vizonia.
Well, what is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I really love to paint dark stuff. I have, like, I want to express a vision that I have ever since I was little.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to create a story of my universe that I'm trying to express. So I'm having kind of a tough time doing, like, cinematic shots for, like, a comic I want to do, and I'm kind of struggling with that right now.
So that's your main goal, would you say, is to create your own world, create your own comic?
Yeah, and other things I have plans is like creating my 3D figurines out of my own characters.
Okay. Do you work? You said it says Freelance Illustrator. Do you work as a just straight up freelance? That's all you've ever done?
About 4 years it was just doing that.
Nice. You're also a 3D modeler, huh?
Yeah, I don't have much on my portfolio for 3D though.
This is really good.
I don't have much to show.
I love this painting work. So, can you tell me like how reasonable it is to just be a freelance illustrator as opposed to going for companies like DreamWorks, Disney, or major gaming studios? Is it reasonable to be a freelance illustrator?
I think about that a lot, and like if I had the choice of doing a studio job, I would probably take it.
Mm-hmm.
But there's that thing inside me where I just want to do my own thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, it's really...
Yeah, if you're at that point.
It's been on my mind for a while.
Yeah, that's awesome though. If you're at that point, then you can just kind of do what you want. So, I mean, you're already in the industry, you're already a freelance artist. Like, you can obviously paint very well. I have nothing to say technically about your painting skills. You can paint better than me. So maybe I can just ask, like, what would you want to do in an industry? Do you have like a goal of going into a specific company or what?
Company specific is... I really don't know about certain companies.
Mm-hmm.
Or a certain job. Like, I would like to do characters.
Okay.
But yeah, I would also want to do like the concepts of those characters.
Yeah.
Like actually designing them.
It's some really good work. I like it. So,
Well,
what do you have to say, Costa?
Vizonia is one of the artists that I personally handpicked. I'm a huge fan of what they do. I do remember giving you a minor critique before, but
that?
this wouldn't be necessarily like on the portfolio side of things. I think you showcase your work and you showcase it well. So there's a clear understanding of what you're capable of and what to expect from you as an artist when you look at your ArtStation. And I think people should take note of that. That Vizonia is when they showcase their work, you're getting a clear understanding of who you're getting, and those who enjoy their work have an expectation when they may look for them a hiring out. I see a lot of artists going and just showcasing just random illustrations, and there's no way to really distinguish even their work from each other, and I've been guilty of that. But if you're going to go down an illustrative route, I would definitely look at the way that Vizonia presents their work here. You know what you're getting, and that's important because it's kind of like a personality trait. You clearly can understand just by looking at their portfolio what their style is, what they're capable of. But one thing is that I spoke to you about is though you have a fairly strong rendering ability and also some really high level drawing abilities, I do believe you move far too quickly into the finished stage of your work, and I think you should maybe take a little bit more time to work out the core structure of your drawings before moving too quickly into the rendering aspect of things. Compositionally and value-wise, you're very, very strong. But
Yeah.
your weakness is primarily your gesture and some of the planning. I can kind of see that you brute force your way through paintings, and by brute force I mean like you're feeling it out and adjusting by eye. And I think what's most important for you as a professional is understanding your time constraints. And when you're doing a lot of the correction mid painting and whatnot, and you're not really focusing on the fundamental aspect of things, you're adding additional time to your finished product that isn't necessary, because it's kind of that 80-20 principle. 20% of the actual drawing in the fundamental stage sets up for 80% of the product. And
I really like these sketches, by the way. I see your sketches in here. Personally, I would like to see more of those. I'm just kind of like a sketch kind of person, though. So, it really depends. Like, if you're trying to go for a studio that's going to hire you just for like straight up rendered finished pieces, as opposed to ideas and concepts. Yeah. So maybe you do want to put more of these sketches, because these are pretty darn sick. I would say, just off the top of my head, that if you want to go into an industry that where you can produce this type of work that you're already known for, this type of stuff, maybe you could look at other people who have similar work as you that have worked on multiple projects or different projects, and see if you want to work on those projects. Maybe you could contact them. Like, just an example, I'm thinking of Robot Pencil. He works not quite, it's a bit different from yours, just a little bit, but it's dark as well. So if you see projects that he's worked on, and this goes for other people with portfolios, that if you have a portfolio that's similar to somebody else in the industry and you're pro, like she's pro right now, there's no question about it. So if you want to kind of go into those different territories, maybe you could talk to him. I mean, he could see your work. I know he would respect your work. He would respect you and your professionalism. So maybe if you wanted to work some of the jobs similar to what he has, that's the way that I would think about going about it. But I don't even know. Like, that's just what off the top of my head.
I do see his stuff, and I really love his style.
Yeah. Do you? you would want to create that type of stuff, you think? Professionally? I mean, like in a job?
I like how he. So, like, the more illustrative aspect of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, the way that he can simplify some things too, and I'm really interested in what kind of jobs that he's worked, because I just don't know. It seems kind of niche, but maybe this is just his personal work, you know. Oh wow, he's gotten much more stylized than he used to be. This is super dope. Oh yeah, I'd like to see your 3D stuff too, whenever you start creating more of it. Wave loop?
Well, I'm almost about to post more about.
You're about to do more
3D stuff, because I have a figure that I'm almost done with.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's that point where I'm like, I do a bunch of this like digital painting, but when I introduce 3D, like, how will my audience react to that stuff? And I'm like, oh, I don't know if they'll be interested in that.
Oh, are they not interested in it?
Actually, I don't know.
Just do what you love. That's what I would say. You know, like, do what you love and people are going to follow. Because you're already doing some amazing stuff. But Waveloop, do you have anything to say? Because you have work that's kind of in this vein, right?
Kind of. Some. Yeah. Well, but what can I say? I don't know. In terms of I would press what you just said now, for sure. Just do what you love, and people who love your work will follow for sure.
Yeah.
Don't worry about your audience, or it's just limiting yourself.
That's true. Well, we're gonna move on, but I hope that helped in any way.
Oh, it helped a lot. Thank you. Thank you so much.
By the way, guys, every one of the artists we'll be showcasing here. I know that a lot of you guys would like to maybe follow them or see more of their work. I will be making an announcement, and make sure the announcements on Ethan's announcements is live, and I will have the links to all the artists' portfolios that we are reviewing today, so that you guys can go follow them, support them, and whatnot. And Vizonia, again, I handpicked, because I beyond just giving a general portfolio review, I think that they deserve some notoriety and maybe a little kickoff point from what we're capable of giving here on the stream. So the next person. So Cora, are you ready to go? If you're listening to the stream, send Coast to Double. Send Coast to Double a message.
All right, y'all. Since the stream was kind of late, I'm gonna be staying for a little bit. You know, we're just here to kind of chill and give any advice to anybody that's listening. I'm not here to entertain you. I'm not here to make you laugh today. I don't frankly care about you, any of you. But this is what I'm paid to do, so. Do we have somebody?
Cora's now. Yeah, I'm trying to. Okay.
Cora?
Yeah, Soul Cora. This is somebody I picked out. The most recent person I showcased in the server showcase. Probably the strongest artist, in my personal opinion. God, they're fucking good, dude.
Let me see it.
Soul Cora. I'm sending you the link right now. Gee, at CT Chrysler level of execution. Welcome, Soul Cora.
Welcome. Welcome. No, I want to know if you can hear me.
Yeah, just fine.
I can.
Okay. And want to apologize for my English, because I don't speak English, but I'm trying.
Yep. You should be very sorry. Oh my goodness, your work is really good. I like it.
Thanks you.
There's some animation here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Check out their animations, dude. Top tier Yo,
Yeah.
top tier I mean, primarily that's the reason why I wanted to pull him in here, because Ethan, maybe you could learn a thing or two from
Well, let's not go that
I'm
far.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I don't learn. So, let's take a look here. All right, we got some wind blowing. That's pretty darn cool. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Sick.
Oh, it's old. That's old.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling. Oh, what did you work on any projects?
No.
No, you haven't worked. Wait, what are you doing?
No. I don't know. I'm trying to get into the
Okay.
industry, but
All right.
I don't live in the USA. I'm out
Yeah.
of all of them, and well, I'm trying to learn and
Oh my
make stuff.
goodness. You study Spencer Wan? Is that correct?
Spencer Wan, I really love his work in Castlevania. His top tier is like mind blowing. I don't know. It's so amazing. I love him.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, he just started his own studio, so man, I could definitely see. I mean, I'm sure he has his own crew, and I'm not sure if he's hiring, but I could definitely see you being hired by someone like him. If not him, then at least Powerhouse, somebody. You're already like way up there. Pretty darn good. Well, I'll try to.
Thank you.
If he doesn't see this stream, which he probably doesn't, I'll send him your work and see if he knows anybody that needs any help, because you're definitely pretty darn good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so good.
God.
But
Thank you so much.
well, I brought you in here today to see if you had any advice for me for my work.
Yeah.
Cora?
Well, I'm trying to build a portfolio for storyboarding and anime. In the part of animatic,
Animatics, yeah.
Because it's the part of I feel more comfortable, more okay to work for, because I'm not good for make animation, full animation, but I always liked the storyboard part and the animatic part. I don't know,
Yeah, you would rather storyboard or just straight up animation?
Well, storyboard, I always make it in my mind, so it's never do a step aboard part by part. I always go directly to the animatic.
Yeah, I see.
Sorry for the pronunciation.
No,
Oh my god.
I understand. I think our terms for animatics is a little bit different, because storyboards, from my part of the industry, they are called animatics. It's like animatic is a little bit more of a filled out version of a storyboard, or it's like an edited, cut together version. But I mean, this stuff is essentially just straight up animated that you have right here. It's pretty darn good. Can you tell me that? So I'm just trying to get this straight. Have you worked for a company or for a job? Have you had a gig yet?
No. I'm the works I have are commissions, for random people of internet, but never had the possibility of work in any project really.
I'm definitely going to be referencing your work for my own stuff. You're well beyond me. Do you have any advice for my work, for my stuff, like what I could be doing better in my?
Please, you can say that. I really love your work. Also, you working in an amazing a series that I grew with. you know, Avatar, Voltron. Oh my God, Voltron.
Yeah, Voltron.
That all stuff influences my work. So please, you know, you can say that. I am a potato here.
All right, that's the perfect answer. Just pretend like you're lesser than me. Yeah, that's the right answer. I could definitely see your work. Like, I could see you doing some freelance for Studio Mirror or for Rev or something, because your animation is already...
Studio Mirror is good for me. It's like...
Yeah, I think they're really looking for...
stuff.
I think they're looking for some help. So I'm definitely going to try to get your name out there, because you're pretty darn good. I'm just so surprised that I think there must be like hidden gems on the internet that just nobody's finding, or what? Because how long have you been drawing? Like, when did you start professionally trying to get into it up to this point? How long did it take you to get to this?
Well, I started in DeviantArt some like 5 years ago, and then I moved to Instagram, and then I continued working there and upload stuff, and now I started using Twitter, but nothing else. I have a art station, but for have more organized my stuff, you know, for not publish random there.
I'm already following you. Okay, I'm already following you on Instagram, so I already know your work. I'm just so surprised that you haven't gotten. Go ahead.
By the way, Proco's here.
In the chat?
Yeah, he's in the chat. Hey, Proco, if you wanna pop in, jump into the Discord.
What? Oh, okay. If I mean, like, I'm down. I'm just not ready to, like, I'm not in the mindset to like roast or be roasted, so I'm gonna be kind of slow on that. So if he comes in here, he's just gonna demolish me probably, and I'm just gonna be sitting here. But he's very welcome to if he wants to. Man, your stuff is so good. I'm just so surprised that you haven't been picked up by a major studio. So I'm gonna just save this one.
Well, maybe it's because I never asked for advice or sent anything, because I always think I am not close to present my portfolio, and also I'm not living in a country that I can work for them, you know.
Yeah.
Because I am not in USA, Canada, or anything of that. So if I have the possibility to work with them, I need to work from my home, yes or yes. And I think that's, well, maybe without this situation of this year can be a possibility, but you know what, when you live in a country really out of this media is a bit difficult.
Yeah, I totally get that. There's a lot of people that have to go through just years and years of this process of trying to get into the United States and try to get jobs at certain companies in different countries and stuff. So I definitely get that. But you said about 5 years, right? It took you about 5 years from DeviantArt to this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you deserve to be working for some of the major companies right now. I'm gonna definitely try to look into like trying to get your name out there and talk to some people, just to have them look at your work. You know, it is tough being from outside the United States, but I mean, I'm gonna try my darndest. I have a lot to learn from you. You're really good.
Oh, oh, I can take of all the nerves I have. But there really things like your words are really really big to hear. Like, I can even talk. But thanks you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. Well, I guess we're going to move on. I mean, I have nothing to say about your... I would say this. If you want to get into storyboards, like, I don't think you have to do any more work right now, but if you want to do storyboards, then just have more board work with shots. Like, this one has... You have, like, shots set up and stuff like that. But you don't... I mean, honestly, you don't need any more because you already have it all. I'm just saying, like, if that's what you want to do is boards, then they're going to be looking for shots and these different type of camera angles and stuff like that. But maybe that's not even what you want to do. You know, maybe you just want to go straight into layout or animation. So honestly, I feel like you're at a point where you can just kind of pick your studio. But yeah, thank you so much for coming in.
No, thanks you for this opportunity. Really, means a lot for me. Really.
I'm very happy. I'm happy that you're happy. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll talk to you later. I'll slide into your DMs and talk to you there.
Thanks you a lot.
We'll pull you into a private room at some point, Silcora.
Yeah.
Thanks
awesome
you a
work.
lot.
All right. I'll talk to you later. Okay. Bye. All right, Costa. We gotta talk. Every time you can't be pulling people in here that show me up. You know, this is ridiculous.
Yo, listen. I told you before I picked that person because they look at that. Like, bro, they're so good and they have no name. Yo, they needed it. Dude.
Yeah, you know what's funny is that I was completely ripping this person off for the longest time. Like, I was just taking her expressions and her poses and I was using them, you know, for studies and breaking them down and just watching the animation and kind of basing some of my movement, especially this one. I already had it saved. It's just like, I love this comp and the bodies and stuff like this. Yeah, it's great work. Especially this one.
Yeah.
It's nice structure in this. Very interesting.
Yeah, you know, if I find hidden gems like that, I'm gonna find a way to shove them in.
So what's up with Proco? What's going on there?
I don't know. He was in the chat. If he's not in here.
Oh, okay. I'm sure he's in here. I'm sure he's busy. What did he say in the chat?
And he said, "Why don't you review my demo?"
Oh, does Proco have a demo?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know. We have Mepity in the chat as well too, as a verified. Do you know who Mepity is?
I must. But also, if you find Proco's demo, can you sling it up in the chat over there? I'd like to check it out at some point.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. I'm gonna pull one of the others who are patiently waiting, and have been waiting in the waiting room here for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody just sent $2 in. Am I not seeing like super chat?
Yes, you've been getting a ton of super chat as well. I can't post in your Discord. I'm new. Oh, Proco, where is your name? Proco, send me a message. Oh, there he is. I got him.
Listen, if you guys have been giving me money in super chat, thank you so much. I can't even see it. I wish I could see it, but I'm gonna try to find a way to see it by the end of this thing, and then just kind of talk to you guys more. Thank you. Like I wish. Okay, is Proco here?
Yeah, he's in the Discord. Hey, Proco, you've been assigned the role. You should be able to jump into the stream now, if you want to.
Hi to all the Brazilians. Somebody in the chat said, say hi to all the Brazilians. Hello, Brazilians. Oh,
damn, dude.
You speak. What's up?
Nothing. It's funny. Proco's a funny guy. Bro, I got a story with Proco. I don't know if he remembers it.
We'll see. Is he trying to get in right now? Are we trying to slap Proco in here?
Musa Kasan, Tom Quisition, Baby Sensei, Cyberman.
Chase.
Who is it?
Stanley.
Who is Musa Kasan? Hold on. How on earth did they get mod status?
Oh, I think I found it. It's Stanley with a D. Ah, all right. Is this his portfolio? This was a character artist that I met at CDA, and he had come in for character design or something like that. And this guy was already like nailing it out of the park. His stuff was just super good. So this is, I mean, he does 3D as well. So he's kind of cheating on that aspect, but he's so good. And this portfolio is kind of old, but it's still really solid to look at. You know, kind of cartoony stuff here, but great structure, very Corey Loftus-esque, solid. You just let me know if somebody's in here. So this is kind of the stuff that I was talking about not to do. Chase can do it because he can. He's already like at that level, and he's already been hired essentially, you know. But if you want to do expressions and show a company that you know how to draw in a 3D space, then don't just make it just one face doing all these different expressions. You want to be able to do, you know, show off your skills. And if you don't have those skills, then you got to work on them then, you know. Here's some prop design. Clean character stuff, super slick. Look at that. Oh, I think this is straight up for Kung Fu Panda. Jesus, this guy's he was already pro before he got in the class. Anyway, that was, what's up?
I'm going to go ahead and, whenever Proco gets his stuff together, I'm going to go ahead and pull another person in here. By the way, guys, we're going to be doing this for 3 days. We're starting the kind of first day off as a means to, we're starting the first day off as a means to kind of introduce people into what portfolios look like, what the work looks like, all that other stuff. But, you know, as we have more time and more days, we will definitely be opening up a little bit more as well.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to have more of like a filled out, and I kind of want to do a video about this too, of just the different levels of portfolios. I think there's about 4 levels. And we'll be talking about that more tomorrow, and you can, if you hop in tomorrow, then you can see more of an explanation on this. Go ahead, Costa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For those of you who don't know who I am, I'm Ethan's boy, dude.
Yeah, this is Costa. He's the Discord guy. He's my guy, Discord guy. He's
Discord
the dude.
guy. How are you gonna give me just the Discord thing? You know how much stuff I do.
Oh, well, I mean, he's got his own he's got his own company, multiple companies. He's got his, he's doing, I haven't even talked about the merch yet, but he's really helping me out with the merch, shipping merch, printing merch. Oh yeah, I got merch, by the way. Go buy the merch. Go ahead, Costa.
Yeah, but me and Ethan have known each other for quite a while personally, and a lot of people as well. Yeah, but regardless, yeah, somebody was like, that guy's just a mod. I'm like, how dare you?
Oh no, he's not just a mod.
How dare you? How dare you? Just call me a mod. But anyways, regardless, we're gonna go ahead and pull in one other right now. And for those that have been sticking around, also please go follow Waveloop if you haven't already. Waveloop is another good friend of me and Ethan's, but also an incredibly talented artist.
Yeah, and he's been giving some good advice. He's a slick player in the artist game. Pretty darn cool. Thought I had his work up here somewhere.
Please notice me, Proco. You have the big dog role. You can literally slide into the stream at any point.
Costa, can you just slide him in here?
I can't. He's not locked into. He's not in any voice channel. I can't just pull him in.
All right. Well, meanwhile, until he's ready to come in here, guys and gals, this is my merch. I'm not sure if you noticed, but if you go to my flippin' Instagram it should have been in this description, but I've got flipping merch and a link into my Instagram. You go there, hashtag for your freaking Etsy. Get yourself one of these suckers, put it on, see through my eyes for once in your flipping life, and there's only like 46 of them. I don't even know if they might be sold out, but you need to go check that out. And also, I have prints for the first time.
Mepity is also in here. I don't know who Mepity is.
Who's Mepity?
I don't know, but they're verified on YouTube. So
Hashtag.
they must be important. Hashtag important.
They gotta be.
Hashtag Mepity. Mepity, I'll go ahead and just yeah, there you are. I'll just assume that you're one of the best artists to ever live. And
how do you spell your Instagram, Mepity?
Big dog you.
Is it Big Doggo?
No, I said we'll big dog you
Oh.
because if you get big dog roll and if you get big dog roll in the Discord, you kind of have free reign to the whole flipping thing.
Look at this sucker. All right, these are some prints right here. You go check these suckers out. I believe I'm printing these right here. Go check out Bobby's. He has other portfolio reviews for people of color and to help that community and to really help people being noticed, recognized in the industry, and just kind of help people out in general. So Bobby and Rise Up Animation, some flippin' amazing stuff right here. Bobby also has some like extremely jacked arms. I've heard he's like super swole. I saw a picture of him arm wrestling Zach Retz one time. I think it was Bobby. Anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that because that was pretty cool. He's a strong guy. Anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah, by the way, we have Coffee Bean here. I'm going to go ahead and send you their portfolio.
Coffee Bean?
Coffee Bean.
Oh.
Or Blue Ginkgo. I do remember seeing this person's work. I highlighted them, but they were actually picked by staff for you to review. So here you go. Here's the link for Jillian Hay.
Close to double. Oh, Proco.
Can we hear you?
Proco's up in here. Oh wait, is he here
Where?
yet?
No, he's not here yet. But Proco's been in the YouTube chat, but I don't know why. Like
He says the thing is blocking my uploads now. Proco says, "Where do I slide into the stream?" Proco, we're gonna get to the bottom of this right now.
Proco, all you have to do is join any voice channel. Just join any voice channel anywhere on the server, and I will pull you into the stream. That's simple.
Proco, I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is it Gillian?
Hello?
Oh,
Can you guys?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear
Okay,
you.
yay! It's Jillian.
Jillian.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much, by the way, for picking me. I really appreciate it.
We're gonna try to get through as many people as we can. Can you say something? Can you say something for the audio thing?
Can you hear me? Yeah?
Yeah, those are some good words. Okay.
Okay.
Gillian, right?
Jillian.
Gillian. Jillian.
Jillian. Yeah.
Okay. You prefer she?
Yes.
Okay. Your work is looking pretty flippin' cool so far. You've got your own like taste. You got your own color palette. This character designs. I like this grassy. This is looking sick. Oh, nice little potion backpack. This is a portfolio right here.
Proco.
I like this. Is this Proco?
Yeah, he's in here now.
Proco? Proco? Hello?
He's muted. But yeah, we'll get to Proco here in a second. Let's talk to Coffee.
Okay. This is pretty darn cool. I like the originality here. So this is what's going to differentiate this person's portfolio than a lot of other people's is like innovativeness within these designs. Look, this is like a flippin', I'm assuming like a bamboo water dingle that you just drink out of. Is that right? Or like some kind of liquid holder?
Yes.
And you got flippin' succubuses coming out the side of the backpack with the mushrooms and like the potions and stuff. So this is gonna like stand out. If you're applying to a studio, then they're gonna like it. I mean, of course, it depends on which specific studio. But if you specifically go in saying like, okay, I'm gonna apply to this gaming studio that does a lot of Zelda stuff or whatever, this is in that vein, and they're gonna be like, we want this person because this is all very creative and innovative, you know, to that style. So what do you have to say for yourself?
I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised because I feel like my sort of style is kind of, how do I put it, like not really something that I've got a lot of like compliments on. I usually have people telling me that I need to like do more rendered, more painterly. So I'm actually really surprised by that because I get really nervous about my style because I don't do painting very much.
Oh, what do you rather?
I like to do line art and I like to do sort of like cell shading and flat color. But I think it might just be that the school environment that I'm in.
Oh, you're at school right now.
Oh yeah, I'm at art school.
Okay.
But yeah, they really like to push like highly rendered, highly detailed, and that's why I kind of get nervous sometimes when I'm applying to positions because I feel like maybe my style is too different, or it's not like it's not what they're looking for, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it is almost niche, this situation that's going on right here, but it's cool that you got like this your own comic thing too. So you have storytelling, you have like shot design, so you could easily apply for like a storyboard revisionist or something like that, I feel like.
Really?
Yeah. So here's a good time to talk about this. If you want to be a character designer, if you want to start out, I mean, if you want to be a character designer, it's up here. You can start out by being a storyboard revisionist down here to work your way up to that. But let's say you don't know how to be a revisionist necessarily. Look at comics, because comics have shot set up, they have character designs within them, and it shows you know how to do storytelling. So this is a really good example. This is some flippin' storytelling right here. You can post this and be like, I want a revisionist job. I know how to sell a story. I know how to do some shots and clean up stuff. So I'm not sure if that's what you want to do though, is it? What do you want? What's your goal?
My goal is actually to be a storyboard artist. Although I didn't really sort of figure that goal out until literally this summer. So that's kind of why I feel like my portfolio was a bit all over the place because beforehand I had been trying to apply for like concept art positions and background layouts.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. Like sometimes you're just scattered. I was definitely scattered because I was like Viz Dev. Viz Dev means everything: storytelling, background design, character design, storyboarding. Essentially, in some cases, it's like painting, rendering. But the thing is that you can do all that and it's fun. But if you want to get there, get into the industry faster, and get seen by people, sometimes you need to focus on, you know, the fundamentals, which is like just straight up line drawing sometimes. But you already have like a really good start. Where's my mouse? Yeah, you're really good. Do you have like a favorite piece that you want me to look at, or oh, look at that?
I mean, I guess probably the Invisible City stuff has some of my I would maybe consider more some of my favorite pieces. It's what I use whenever I like market myself.
Invisible City.
Yeah.
Let me. Oh, I see. Let me look.
Yes.
Nice bird. I always like a good bird. Okay, cool. Let's check it. I mean, honestly, like you're at stage 4, which we'll be talking about tomorrow, but you're at stage 4 where you're already good enough to kind of enter the industry. I feel like you just need to start making contacts and start contacting people that you want to see your work, like-minded studios, like-minded people. You know, you're not going to jump into dark concept design for Last of Us, you know? You're going to be applying to other people. I mean, there's a lot of projects going on at Netflix that are similar to this, that are in this vein. DreamWorks for sure is huge on this. And you just got to start like contacting people, meeting people on the internet, creating those relationships. And the hardest part, honestly. That's the hardest part, is putting that foot in that door. And I did it through in-person interaction at CDA, at Concept Design Academy, where you literally meet other students and teachers and you talk to them. And I'm sure we're going to be talking to Proco here in a second. If the fellow's still around, I would love to talk to him and see how you can talk to like, how do you do that? Is he here? Can he talk?
Can you guys hear me?
Oh my God, it's Proco.
Hi.
So Proco, in the pandemic, how do students go about actually like talking and, you know, getting, I don't want to say personal, but getting like personal with students and teachers and being in a community and reaching out? How do they do that right now?
They don't.
Oh God. All right. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I mean, what do you mean by getting personal?
Just
this is about as personal as it gets. Is like, you know.
That's a good point.
Chat and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe the thing is to join communities like this, join communities like Discord to meet people and do what we're doing right now, right?
Yeah, exactly. Everything's pretty much just online right now. I wouldn't try to go out and stuff.
You wouldn't try to like go up to a professional artist in their home and like jump through their window?
They're not gonna want you there.
We'll see. I'll see if I can find out where you live, and we'll see. But so how did you? Are you technically in an industry, Proco? Can you explain to me? What are you?
Wait, real quick, Ethan. Real quick.
Okay.
Before we go on, do we have anything else for Coffee Bean here before we start
Oh.
talking to Proco?
Yeah. Coffee Bean. I'm not sure, like, what to tell you. You're at stage 4. You're like, there's always stuff to work on, you know. But I feel like you're doing classes, right? You're still in school.
Yes, I'm graduating next year.
Okay.
hopefully.
Yeah, just stick that out. Learn as much as you can, and sometimes it just takes time to develop your own taste. But as of right now, if you're saying that you want to do boards, laser focus that. You know, focus on storytelling. Anytime a teacher gives you an assignment, see if you can round that back to doing storytelling or doing boards or doing shot design. You know, focus on what it is that you want, because everything else is there. It's going to grow naturally, colors and whatnot.
Right. Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll be seeing you around soon, I suppose.
Hopefully.
All right, cool. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. That was nice. That was nice, wasn't it? Okay, Coffee Bean. I mean, Proco, are we here?
I'm here. People are saying my volume is low. I don't know. Can you hear
Oh,
me okay?
let me blast you real fast. All right, you guys just go ahead.
Mr. Proco, you remember when you came to my house?
What? Wait, who are you?
Yeah, it was a while ago. We've only met twice, and the second time you were in my house.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, can you explain, please?
He did what they said not to do.
Yeah. You came to my house, and you stormed in, and that's actually 100% true, because I lived with Ross Tran, and Ross Draws,
Oh, yeah, okay.
and you came to. I was living with Ross, and you came to our house. I was the ripped up dude downstairs.
Oh yeah, of course I remember you. And this is your picture in the Discord without your shirt on, huh?
Yeah.
Wait, did you say?
I don't.
Did you say Proco was ripped?
No.
No. Proco. You'll never know this, but when Proco takes his shirt off, he's actually a statue of David.
Whoa, everybody right now that's watching, please draw some Proco being ripped. I want to see that stuff in the Discord as soon as possible. Like, I can't picture it in my head. That's why I want to see it in illustration. I mean, be kind, but just make him ripped. Anyway, proceed. Proceed on him being ripped.
Yeah, so
What do you
I
have to
remember
say?
you, of course. Oh, proceed on me being ripped.
Yeah. So
You were pretty ripped.
I
Are you still as ripped as you were before?
Nah, I lost a little bit of I lost a little bit of muscle. I'll
Oh.
get back there. But I mean, you did barge into my house, and you did just completely, you know, you started tearing up the walls and cursing out people
Yeah.
and whatnot. Like it was a good time. No, you didn't do any of that. You're actually a fantastic. Listen, Proko's actually a fantastic person in real life.
What do you mean actually? What do you mean by actually? Like do people assume I'm a dick or what? Like
no, there's a
like,
lot. There's a lot of people who are like on YouTube. Did you really like that in real life? It's like, yeah, Proko's actually a good dude in real life. He was very kind. He was very open. He's easy to talk to. I got a lot of respect for you, Proko.
Because the cameras were rolling, man. We can't
Not
be real with the cameras.
There's no camera. I mean, you came in.
There was always cameras.
There were cameras. Ross was holding cameras.
So,
Oh, yeah.
what are you doing for Lightbox, Proko?
I just did a demo that I want you to review, man.
Oh.
I've been working on all that advice you gave me in your video about me.
Yeah. How did it come out?
Yeah, I've been improving a lot.
I'm glad to hear that. It was much needed, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
So
where is it? Let me see if I can find it.
I don't know. Can I drop it into this audio chat, or is this?
You can, if you want to drop the link, you can either direct message it to me, or you can drop it into the green room text chat on the top. So if you scroll up to the top, we have a really big Discord here, so I know.
Yeah, I was very confused.
Yeah.
And anytime I drop anything in now, it just like makes a sound and then it doesn't appear.
Yeah, just direct message it to Costa Double or myself, and I will. I'll get it to you.
Message. I am new to. Can I just email you, bro? Like, can you?
Yeah.
You
What's
new
your
to
email address?
You new to technology?
No, it's a Discord. I'm not on Discord.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, you can. Here, I'll email it to. I'll send. Well, email. Here,
Everybody's gonna email you, you know.
No, I'm just gonna send you a message.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, Proko, do you prefer waffles or pancakes? Let's get this straight right now.
Oh man, that's a hard one.
Yeah, and it's gonna last forever because it's on the internet. So.
I probably like pancakes better, but by a very, very little amount.
How little?
Like it doesn't even matter.
Well, it kind of sounds like it does, from where I'm sitting. All right, I'm gonna cool off for a second. Now, why pancakes?
Just the pancakes I've had are better than the waffles I've had.
Okay, this is valid so far.
This is a stupid conversation. Is this what your streams are always like?
Blame the chat. I give the people what they want. Okay. So.
Proko, I'll just send you. I guess you're not finding it, so I'll just send you a message on Instagram.
Yeah, you put here, but you didn't send me the email. I've tried dropping it into Discord, dude. It doesn't let me put images.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh. Okay.
No, it just says something went wrong.
Oh, that's.
Oh,
fantastic.
try to do it again.
There. Okay, now I got your email, and I'll email you.
I don't know what your hair looks like, so I'm just gonna give you some kind of buzz cut. But somebody told me to draw him with pancakes. That's a very good idea. Thank you for whomever said that. If you would like.
You need to make Proko look like the statue of David, holding a plate of pancakes, and I'm
gonna make them raining on him.
Making everybody take their shirt off.
God, I can't. Like, I gotta say, the community's gonna do like a 180 on you because of this pancake debunkle right now. Like, this is not you're not looking very good so far. I might have to make another video.
Well, my son prefers waffles.
Where did he get that from, though? That's the question.
We were in a grocery store and he saw some waffles with Mickey Mouse on them, and then he just like, I want that, and then
for the wrong reasons.
My
So
son is 3, dude.
okay, he's got some time, I guess.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it but I mean, that's almost a valid point though, because you haven't had the right waffle. You know, that can kind of make sense.
Stan, do you mind if I censor this a bit?
Censor. Oh, the D. Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah.
Yes.
My name's Ethan.
Ethan.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm taking over. They're forgetting your name already.
Oh no.
It's Yanni, dude. It's the
Yeah,
Youngsters. It's Yanni.
Yeah.
So-
in its full glory.
So he drew
Dude,
a
guy's
bad.
got a lot of glory, man. Guy's got a lot of glory.
He drew a bad thing.
No, this is a fantastic piece. You did very well on this, Stan.
Thank you.
Very
You
well.
can see about a third of his.
Yeah, I know. I
his
just gotta.
thing.
I gotta.
I thought a third of a D is okay for YouTube, but my live stream today got age restricted.
Uh-oh.
And it's not even the photograph that I used was censored. I
So were you trying to
censored
like destroy this stream right now, Poco?
like yours?
Yeah, you're trying to get me demonetized?
No. Shit, I didn't even think about it, honestly. But
didn't
it's a
think about it.
good thing you guys are professionals and you realize that. So
Well,
yeah, you should censor.
Don't give Ethan more credit than he's due. That's me. That's all me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Everybody thinks it's so funny. So funny today.
How many abs are you giving me?
Just as many as you deserve.
And also, welcome to Mepity. Also, another notable artist that a lot of people like to know.
Oh, hi. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I accidentally joined the stream.
Who's that?
Yeah.
Oh, is that Mepity?
Yeah,
It's
this
Mepity.
is Mepity. Hi. I feel like I'm an imposter. I shouldn't be here.
Everybody feels that way, except for me. But yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm giving you a censored version of this.
Okay, Mepity, I'm gonna review this Proco thing, and then you and I can have a bit of a spat.
Sweet.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
And then we have 3 more people that I want to ensure and get their time with Ethan today as well. So, just a heads up.
Okay. Yeah. Again, everybody, we're gonna be streaming tomorrow. We're just figuring it out. You know, we're getting our little toes underneath us. I mean, I did not expect Poco to be here. This is honestly, it's really, really great. So we're just
If you
kind
keep
of.
saying that, people are gonna think that's my actual name.
Oh, is it? Is it not? Anyway, okay. We'll get to that later. So
Coco,
I'm
come
gonna.
on, man.
Okay. Well, I'm not forgetting. I mean, they're not forgetting. So let me see. Oh, you said you uploaded it, right? Costa?
Yeah, it's in your DMs, and yeah, dude, it's Stan Proco. That's Papa Romeo Oscar Kilo Oscar.
Oh
Proco.
my
Stan Proco Pinko.
God.
How dare you show our very esteemed guests such disrespect?
Wait a minute. So did you draw this Proco?
Wait, did you actually think my name was Poco? I thought you were joking in your video. Is that real?
No.
You
No.
did.
No, I
Oh
know.
my God.
No.
Okay, now I actually feel insulted.
No.
He's messing with you.
Yeah, I'm just messing.
good.
I'm just messing.
Okay, now what about that leaf? That leaf needs to be way bigger.
Oh yeah, like a square. So, did you draw this of you?
Of me? No.
The image.
Are you talking about the Yoni drawing? Yeah.
You drew this one.
Why?
Which one? Yes, that's mine. The Yoni one.
Holy and this is you.
I didn't
Is that
draw
right?
the red. Yeah, that's a self-portrait.
Holy moly. When you're ripped.
Yeah.
I gotta like step up my game. I've gotta like cut back on the the food and the working out, because I've got to get to that level again. You know, I'm a little bit past it, but I can work my way back there. That's so cool, dude. When did you draw that?
I just did it in today's live stream. Took me 45 minutes.
No way. Are you serious? You actually drew this today?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I drew it last weekend.
No, are you? I still can't tell if you're messing with me. And
No, I drew it last weekend. I don't know why you can't believe I drew it.
Okay. I don't know. I just didn't think you were like an artist, but this is like really good.
Okay.
Man.
Yeah.
So that's funny. Like, I was just wondering how you look naked, and now I can see it. That's so cool. Well, I might as well just go ahead and trace over these legs to kind of add those legs there. But I don't know why I'm so impressed, but I'm just like really impressed.
But you see how big Costa made that red box?
No way.
You need to make the leaf just as big.
Okay.
It's not accurate, man.
All right, let's do this. I can't believe. Like, a part of me is like, all right, I'm gonna go search this picture afterwards just to see if he's telling the truth. But then another part of me is like,
there you go.
heck yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Dude, go to my YouTube channel. You'll see that's the last thing almost the last thing that happened. It's this live stream.
And then I'll see like the full image there and then get demonetized. That's what you're going for?
No, it's actually zoomed in on the torso.
Okay, I'll just tell everybody to go check it out. If you want to learn some figure drawing, you know. So, hey, I actually have an interesting question. How do you feel about presenting your body nude in front of people for everyone to see? Because I have actually done this same thing. I didn't draw myself, but I was nude in front of people. How does it make you feel?
I can't tell if you're being serious now.
No, I'm serious. I have. Whenever I first came to Los Angeles, I was a model. Like, I made money doing some of that. So I did it like 3 times. So there's some nude pictures of me out there somewhere. But I had longer hair.
You need to find them. Everybody, please start doing your research and find someone who was in that class.
It was they were private sessions. But I had longer hair then too. So, but yeah,
now you trim.
Good time. Yeah, actually. So how does it make you feel to be?
Well, that's not me, dude. That's Yoni. But yeah.
No, that's not you.
No.
That looks exactly like you.
Yeah.
I can't believe you lied to me. You made me out myself.
I never said that.
What the heck is
I
Yoni?
guess I did. But it was just because you said it was me, and I thought you were joking, so then I
Oh my
agreed
gosh.
with you.
I would never lie to you. What is going on here? I can't believe that you...
Quick, Ethan, real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I do want to make sure that we get through the next 3 that are patiently waiting, as much as I'm enjoying this conversation.
Yeah, me too.
I can leave, you guys. I feel like
I want to talk later. You can stay, but we can talk later too. Yeah, but let's.
We have a room in here. It's called the Green Room, and that if you guys would like to talk a little bit more later on a little bit more serious note, we can most definitely do that. And all those that have been listening today, again, just for those that are new, the stream is being recorded. But all the artists that have been reviewed, those that are not of Stan's notoriety or anything, you guys will have the opportunity to check out their social medias. Please keep your announcements at least on for just today, so that you can get the links for the artists that have been participating and getting their portfolios reviewed. I do want to make sure that they get somewhat of a shout out and some followings, because each one of them has been doing fantastic work. So
I still can't
do wanna
believe he
ensure-
freaking lied. I'm sorry, I still can't believe it. Like,
Wait, what
to-
did I lie about?
to
What are you
lie
talking
about this being
That's
you
me.
for one, but also to lie about the size of your girth, like that's like a double whammy. I'm sorry. Well, let's move on.
All right, Mepidi, do you mind hanging out here just for a little bit while we
Unbelievable.
move through one more of the portfolios right quick? Mepidi?
Sure, yeah, of course.
Okay, Stan, you're royalty here, so you can do as you please.
Oh,
Let me make sure one
you
of these guys are ready.
you got a oh wait, are we talking to Mepidi?
No, we're gonna move one of the. I do want to kind of move through those because they've been patiently waiting for a
right.
while now. I don't want them to. It's not fair to them. Even though these have all been wonderful surprises, they've been great sports. And, just sitting back and listening.
There's at one point I had Creepshow Art come onto the chat. She's also another YouTuber that's more of like a drama central, and that really took me by surprise. Like, she showed up and everybody was like, whoa, Creepshow Art is here, and I just couldn't believe it. That was really cool. She donated like $20 or something, which blew my mind. But yeah, maybe at some point we could talk to Creepshow Art in the future. Just spitting that out there.
We're gonna move Wrath into here right quick.
Okay, Wrath.
Yeah, but Joel Benart, I went ahead and sent you the link, Ethan, for their website. And I always think it's nice when people make websites as opposed to using pre-established galleries. I think it shows that little extra. Extra.
It does. That's really sick. Look at that. Whoa. Proco, you just chime in whenever you want to. Look at that.
I can't see what you're looking at.
Oh, you can't? I think if you click...
You're only sharing, I believe, your Photoshop.
Yeah.
You need to share
Oh,
the
okay.
screen.
All right, let me just do that really fast. How many people are left, Costa?
2 more people after this one. And
Okay.
You're pretty much, you congratulations, you've broken your own record with 2,400 consistent viewers.
Yeah, that's
as of
cool.
right now.
That's so cool. I'm glad that everybody's joining. It just warms my little heart. See if I can change this stream. Unlike Proco here.
It's all right. I can see it in in the YouTube stream now.
Screens.
Looks nice. Those are cool.
Screen 2.
So this person's a character designer.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's up? Your work is pretty darn Gucci so far. Have you been in the industry for long, or what's going on?
I've been freelancing for about 2 years now, just full-time art. But yeah, that's about it for right now. I want to do concept art and character design.
Have you ever worked for a major studio before?
No, I think the biggest client I've gotten is Fantasy Flight, which is board game stuff.
Nice. So, do you think you want to like eventually get to that point, or are you pretty chill with just doing illustration? I mean, freelance. Sorry.
I'm all for a studio. Honestly, I've been freelancing, like I said, pro for like 3 years, but I've done a lot of part-time art before, and it's a very lonely job, right? So
yeah.
I think in a studio, if you have like a team around you, you also get a lot better, a lot faster, and you get to learn from a lot of different approaches. So
It's true. Yeah. Hey, your work is really good, though. I'm digging it. Do you have anything to say about it, Proco?
I think it looks pretty awesome.
Agreed. I think a company would definitely benefit having you around. You're thinking more like gaming? Is that you're more in line what you're doing?
Yeah, man. BioWare, Bethesda,
Yeah.
Fallout stuff would be great. I think that's the most updated stuff I have on the portfolio is for like a Fallout pitch.
Yeah, I mean, you, like a lot of people that we've had so far, are pretty much tier 4 of like, you're already doing it. You just kind of, got to put yourself out there and get into a community where people will see you more if you wanted to go into those industries. But like, that's what you're doing, and you're already kind of on your way. Dude, I love these. See, a lot of these concept design portfolios, or concept-y-ish portfolios, the problem is some of them are just can be very stale, and if you're trying to get into concept design, look at Sparth. Sparth is a really good example of doing concept-y work-ish, but keeping it fresh, still adding color, and it can still be desaturated, but it still makes things pop. And you don't just go full-on just desaturated, dark, and kind of boring-ish stuff. Of course, that's just my own flavor, though. But like right here, I love this. These pops of like purple with this green, and like this green and orange is like super popping. Pretty much pop. It's like sick. I love it. But that's of course my flavor. If you want to go for a specific studio, you kind of take what they do and take what you do, and then kind of put your own little spin to it. That would be my advice, is like try to kind of do what they do, but with your own little spin-ish. I don't know. What do you think about that? I'm sorry. What's your name?
Julio.
Julio. What do you think about that advice?
Yeah, I think it's spot on. I sort of started going into really saturated coloring while I was blowing up on Instagram, so I try to go into more colorful approaches to things, and hopefully, like I said, Bethesda, which is like a Fallout, very dreary kind of colorful palette they have, sees the pop that I add into my concepts and sort of like.
Yeah. That would be my main advice pretty much to everybody, is to like laser focus, see the studio that you want, studios, and then just kind of do what they do, but with your own little spin to it. That's not if you want to blow up on Instagram or do all this other stuff to build an audience. That's different. I'm talking about building a portfolio to get hired in a niche, in a company, in a field, yada yada. What do you have to say about that, Proco? Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I like how his characters, like all his designs are different. He's not using any kind of template or pattern that, sometimes I'll look at people's character designs and a lot of them are very similar, and they could tell they figured out something that works and then they just keep doing it. But his have a lot of variety.
Yeah, this too.
I like that.
Yeah, this is like, that's iconic, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. That's really cool.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. You're pretty good. You're pretty much a freak. It's pretty weird.
A lot of work.
Oh, I love this one too. Yeah, it's great. I love the pops, man. You do pop, nice pop color, pop blue. That's cool. I don't have anything to say. Again, I'm sorry that I can't help you, except just to tell you that you're doing great.
That's good news, man. That's better than no news, right?
I guess so. Well, we're going to move on then. Thanks for stopping by. Do you have anything else you want to say?
No, thank you guys so much for the time, and I appreciate it. Appreciate the feedback. Appreciate the words, man. Thank you.
Sick. Flip him out of here, and we're going to move on.
Yeah, we'll get the other two out of the way. We'll talk to Mepity a little bit, maybe a little bit more with Proco, maybe a little bit more with Wave, and we'll get the other two out of the way. And I think for those that are viewing right now, I think it's important to note that this is kind of we're kind of giving you a good idea of what your competition is and what people are looking like that may not already be super established in the industry. I think tomorrow we're going to be focusing a little bit more on those that are maybe stage 1, stage 2 artists.
Exactly.
And we'll start looking at maybe the most common things that artists make mistakes on.
So
when they're starting.
yeah, so this is Friday. This is today. We're going to be looking at other people in tier 4, but vibe check. This is mainly me saying like, you're at a tier level. These are portfolio levels. I'm just gonna write that really quick. Port levels. You understand. These are portfolio tiers. You know what? I'll just draw a little tier just so you know. Just to make it clear. That's clear, right? So vibe check is like you're good to go. Your portfolio is really Gucci. Now you just need to check your vibe. Make sure you're good to work with. You're nice to people. You can take criticism well. And vibe check with other people. Vibe and meet people like Poco. What's up?
Hold on, keep talking.
Yeah, just vibe yourself and make sure that you're presentable and that you're trying to get out of your bubble and talk to other communities. Because already, all flippin' ready, I'm meeting people who are well past, or on stage 4, tier 4, and they're not even like in major studios yet. I mean, a lot of it is to do because they're out of the country, or out of the United States, because there's not just United States, you know, there's multiple studios everywhere, but some of the major ones are in the United States. And nobody seems to know about them because they're not putting themselves out there. They're not getting into communities sometimes and trying to put their foot in that type of door. But sometimes that's not what people want. Like this dude that we just talked to, maybe he wants just to do freelance and chill, but he said he likes to, you know, get in a studio and talk with people and yada yada. So there's different types. Stage 4, vibe check. Check your vibe. That guy, he was cool. I liked him. Vibe check pass. Good to go. Who are we talking to?
We're gonna talk to Edu Vols. Edu, if you
Hello?
want to introduce yourself.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up?
Yes.
Hey, first of all, sorry for my English, but here I am.
No, it's good.
So, whenever you want, I am ready.
Yeah, where are you from?
I am from Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Spain.
Great city.
All right, everybody in the chat that's a Barcelona gang, you just send out a Barcelona gang, and we'll check that out in a second. But we have his work, right? You sent me his work?
Yeah.
Sick. Let me check it out. How do you say your name?
Edu is
Edu?
Eduard.
Oh,
Catalan.
Eduardo. Gotcha, Edu. That's awesome. Oh yeah, very stylized. I like this. I'm getting some feedback from your mic, so I'm going to try to keep my voice down a little bit. I'm going to try to keep my voice a little bit lower. Wow. That's pretty sick. I like these big ears right here. That's like iconic. That seems to be your thing.
Yeah.
So are you in a studio? Are you looking to be in a studio? What's up?
I am a freelancer. About part-time. About a year ago, I have started, and I am working mainly for board games.
Oh, okay. Explain to me, as a freelance artist, is this freelance artist, you doing this right here, what you're doing, versus working in a studio, is this viable? Like what you're doing, do you think, if you're talking to a student, would you tell them you have to get in a studio, or you can actually make a living doing what you're doing right now?
I think it's a matter of time. It's hard to start because you have to get a lot of clients to get the wheel keep moving. So at the start, if you can have other works to start getting money, but eventually I think that you can go freelance with her pros and her cons. No, you have to work a lot of hours, all the days are working, etc.
Yeah, is it hard to find work for you?
For me, it has been hard because I went to like the board game con in Germany, that is like the most important in the world, and I was knocking doors and showing my work, and this year I start getting more and more work.
Yeah, can you explain to me like how you got your first job and how you presented yourself just to students to be like who have work and they don't know how to get out there?
Okay, so in how I was explaining in this board game con that is celebrated in Germany, I sent first of all email to introduce myself, and then I was going to for stands, asking for who is the chief here and showing my work, and with no shy, and some of them like it and call me then later. So at the end, you have to search it in areas that you feel comfortable and you think you know it.
Yeah. Okay. Where was your work pretty much at this point right now? Whenever you applied or whenever you talked to people, did it look this good?
Yes, it was this work because it was 1 year ago.
Wow.
Mainly, all the work that I have been doing this last year, I cannot show it because it's not published yet.
Yeah.
So all of this is 1 year. And the other thing I worked with in my comic book, so I can show it. But in my Instagram I have some panels.
Okay.
But that's it. And mainly of the time I or working in the comics or working in the board game project, so I don't have many time to develop my portfolio nowadays. So when I can start put all the recent work I do in the board games,
Yeah.
I can update a little bit my portfolio.
Okay, I want to say something just really quick about this portfolio. It's flippin' good, but I'm gonna make a point here. I'm gonna turn you down just for a second, just to turn the mic down. So, this portfolio, it kind of goes to show that if you're a student and you want to do your own thing, you can get hired for it. You can do this type of work. You don't have to start at a bottom tier, like I was saying before, and do all of these. Like, you don't have to be a board revisionist and then work your way up to character designer to visual development. You don't have to do that. What this person did is he did his own thing, and then he went to companies and was like, it's more of like a niche thing. Does it mean you're going to be hired at Disney doing this? That's kind of, I wouldn't say unlikely, but it's a bit more difficult. But in his position, he went out to smaller studios, or studios in his area. So that for him, that's an option. You don't have to start at a bottom tier. You can go in and do your own thing like this. It's just that he's pretty darn solid. All right, looking at this bus is solid. His flippin' drink is solid. The burger's solid. For his niche, for the thing that he's going into, he's good. He's good to go. Like, he doesn't have to start off as at a certain position. Anyway, I just want you to know that the way I'm doing it and the way that a lot of other professionals have done it, it's not the only way. The more you get out, talk to people like this, other freelance artists, you can see that there's so many different ways to do it. So don't listen to me. Don't always listen to me, is my point. All right, I'm going to unmute you, and I want to see what you have to say about that. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, it's a lot of ways are valid, no? It's you have to feel comfortable. You have to have no fear because you always have the no. So try it. They don't gonna put you in the blacklist, no? You can always go after and get better, no? And they will appreciate. Mm-hmm. And try to enjoy it. Learn and enjoy it. Learn and enjoy it. Because if not, you will get tired of it and sick of it.
Yeah, your work is really good. I'm sorry that I really don't have anything to say about it. It's just like very niche. And this company that hired you, they hired you for that reason. They see your work, and I'm sure they want you to do this specific type of stuff. Am I right?
Yeah, I always like to think every project have a singularity, and I try to, in my style, give it her own look. For example, this like more dark edges are more sketchy watercolor, and the more sci-fi food trucks are more clean, more rendered. So I always try to give every project a particular look. So, and I think that companies enjoy this too, because they go to me with an idea and I get feedback, and for the overall look that her project could have.
Yeah. Oh man, I really like these sketches. Well, anyway, we're gonna move on because I don't have anything to say except for like keep on doing it. It's what you're doing is awesome, and I hope this helped in some way. Yeah. Do you have any advice that you want to give me, perhaps? Eduardo? No? Where'd he go? Is he still here? Uh-oh. Can anybody hear me? Costa? Oh no. Proco. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My internet's going down. All right. I'm assuming that YouTube is still streaming. Let's keep this going. Let me figure out this. Let me see what's going on here. Hey. Oh man, my Discord. Give me a 7 in the chat if you can still see the YouTube stream. Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear? Can you hear me? Oh, they can still hear me. Can you hear me? Oh no. Oh no. All right. If all right, we're gonna get back to it here in a second. As soon as this stuff is fixed. I mean, y'all know how Discord is, right? All right, I'm gonna close my Discord. That was a really good conversation. I wish I could have kept it going, but we're gonna move on here in a second. We'll see what's going on. And I gotta tell y'all about flippin' Wacom. Like, none of you know about Wacom, and you gotta hear more about it. No root. RTC connecting. All right, what we're gonna do is, I can see Costa talking. All right, what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna let Discord think about its actions for a second. I'm going to use the bathroom. I'm gonna be right back. We're gonna hit up this last person, and then we're gonna talk to Poco. Hey.
So.
There we
you hear
go.
us?
Sorry about, yeah, just Discord went and crashed. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys know, but in Southern California right now, there's some crazy fires going on, and like right outside my window, it's super hazy. I don't see any fires anywhere near me necessarily, but I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it. Probably not, but we're good to go. What were you guys talking about?
Just catching up. But yeah, we have Zipa Vika. Let's get through that, this last one right quick. Shoot, and I gotta go, well, still on stream, I gotta go get some gosh darn SIGs.
So,
SIGs.
who's
We're gonna do Zipa Vika.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull them in right now.
God, it's good to be
we're
back.
Zipa, if you could hold on, I gotta get Ethan your portfolio.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna give him your art station.
all right, I want to see some serious fan art of Proco with his pancakes.
I actually think Zipa might have some funny images as well in there.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. The Sailor Moon redraw. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Where are you? You sent it to me, right?
Yeah. I am going to, while still on the stream, okay, I got 7% battery still. I'm gonna be grabbing some cigarettes, so I will be away from the computer, Ethan, but I'm still gonna be here.
Okay, man. Thank you. Look at that. Wow. The likeness, it just looks exactly like me. Thank you for the Sailor Moon fan art.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go ahead and share you my screen so you can see what I'm looking at here. What a beautiful piece of art. So, are you currently a freelance illustrator? What is your name? Zipa?
Yes, exactly. Not really. This is my artist name. My actual name is Victoria. It's short Vika.
Okay, Vika.
Yes, and currently I'm just maybe starting out freelancing, maybe doing it for a year properly. While back then, I think 1 year prior, I have done more being at conventions, selling my art at booth, and graduated in 2019, at the beginning of 2019, with a degree in art in the field of animation.
Oh my goodness.
Thanks.
Wow, you won in concept design reference or concept design thingy online. That's so cool.
Yes, character design challenge.
Yeah, character design. That's what it's called. Yeah. Oh wow, look at this one. Oh no. Oh no, you're really good.
Thank you.
Wow, that's so beautiful with the pattern behind it. Wow. That's like a straight up poster right there. It's so beautiful. Yeah, you're what I call an artiste. You're an actual, you're not like a fake, one of these fake artists out here. You're actually creating art.
What I do, I love, and I cannot imagine doing something else.
That is such an artist thing to say. Wow.
Because if I won't be able to pursue the stuff I dream of, I become a very sad and miserable individual.
Oh no. Yeah, I kind of get that. Where are you born and raised?
I was born in Russia, somewhere in nowhere, between all the black forests, and now living here in Germany. Studied film and animation. Most of the time I've been animating with Spine 2D, but now with my freelance work I'm doing most of the time illustrations and trying to get myself noticed on social media, while I would love to do more to hone my 2D animation skill. So in the hope I can later become an animator in a studio.
Wow.
And
I feel like you could
I
be
actually
running
would-
a studio right now. This is like solid.
The thing is, I would love to just almost every aspect of animation, just from storyboarding, from the beginning, from the planning, from the writing, to the end, where the compositing, where all the stuff gets dragged together, and then you see all this finished work after so many long, hard months.
Yeah.
It's an amazing feeling.
How much would you say of yourself being raised in Russia or Germany comes out into this art? Like, do you use your childhood a lot to put into this?
Yes, some of the works I have used a lot of my childhood, especially like in the flower crown, but this is more of a very sad story, not really a very upsetting story. And the other one where you've seen with this pattern, this is actually also have a personal story behind it. If you would click on that again,
This one?
with Zeniba, not this one, but the one red, right, on the right. Yes, this one. There is a story. Because this reminds me pretty much of my own grandma, and back then what kind of beds and the carpets on the wall. And as a child, I was pretty much afraid of this carpet because it looked to me like a giant eye.
Whoa.
And now I'm kind of incorporating this in my work.
Are you still scared of it?
Nah. No,
That's
I'm actually
interesting.
kind of fascinated, and even thinking about some ideas to make it into some sort of an inanimate object.
Yeah.
Like with some sort of a characteristic, it moves or it starts to blink.
Oh yeah.
Sort of a magical stuff.
Yeah, that's what you're kind of into, is the magical, whimsical type of feel.
Oh yes, and
Yeah.
I would really love to do more on this topic.
You're
because
very
there's... Yeah?
You're very technical too. Like, you have a lot of crazy technical skills, like you were saying in animation, and you were talking about the ending or the later in the process of what is it? Composition?
Compositing?
Yeah, compositing, and like
Yes.
all those type of skills. That's not a lot of people know how to do that. So it feels like you're just a one-person studio at this point. Very impressive. A lot more people need to see your work. I feel like this is beautiful stuff.
Thank you.
Oh, I like this piece.
But
I
I
like-
think if I would... Oh.
Go ahead.
But I think if I would want to hone my skill in 2D, I think till I got to the level like the Soul Cora before me, I think will take a while.
Man, this is some good stuff, though. I want to say just real fast to students, because a lot of this stuff is so good that I can't say anything to them. So in turn, I can't really say anything to the students and try to help you do better, except I can point out what she's doing right here. In a lot of students' work, this piece would have been something probably like this. Probably would have ended up being something like this. And so whenever you're adding color, you don't realize that a lot of color isn't actually that saturated. If you want things to make it pop,
Yes.
you just put it next to something that is of slightly less saturation. So if you click right here, check out this wheel. This is not saturated. It's gray. If you go and do some plein air painting outside, which I want to make a video at some point, you'll notice all of these things are compressed into grays. It's not actually as colorful as you think it is. And so this color right here, let's see, what's the most saturated? Probably this right here. Look, that's not even that saturated. It's barely making it past the 50% mark. So don't think for a second that anything needs to be that saturated. Next time you go paint a character, you don't need to add that much color. And she's doing that so well here. It's so gorgeous. So these like very subtle cotton candy. Go ahead.
It's also called the quality contrast.
Quality contrast.
Quality contrast. This is where one specific color is so oversaturated, while every other colors are more back down. So the one color just pop in the illustration and takes the main attention.
Yeah, and also if you see here, the value changes, if I make it like this, very subtle. Very, very subtle. You don't need something to be so high in contrast. This is probably the main thing I see students do, is that they make just something so high in contrast and concept arty that, well, I can't really show it here because her contrast is actually so subtle. But like this. See, that's just like, well, it's really hard to show because your painting's already so darn good. But you can keep things subtle. Within value change. So like this right here to that, it's different colors, pop. You're making it pop through there. You're not making it pop through darker or lighter that much. You know, just be subtle with it. The more you break down professionals' work like this, the more you're going to realize you don't need to make these drastic changes. It's in the subtleties, the breathing room of these paintings. But anyway, that's one thing that I could say would help students out from your work, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, go break down this work if you're wanting to paint. Because some great, very subtle changes, especially this piece. Oh, that's just beautiful. Yeah, so are you looking for work right now, or are you pretty much set?
I'm looking for work. I'm kind of planning to set my stuff to send my stuff to different studios, but the thing is, it's really hard to get into. And since many people throw themselves to all different kinds of studios, they just can simply cherry pick people and like taking the either the best or the cheapest possible person. I don't know, but it's really hard.
Yeah, like I have no clue because I'm just straight up in the middle of, the industry, one of the industry capitals here in the USA. So I can't say that I know how it feels, but like I think I definitely need to kind of learn about it more and to see, just to be able to help students and tell people, give advice on this of like how to get around these situations. And like, because like you said, some companies are hiring cheap. Like how do you get around that? I need to talk to some more people, maybe interview some more people about these situations and see how they did it better. You're better than me,
Probably the possibility would be trying to get to reach more studios, even if it means then that you have to give up the studio you actually wanted to go to.
Right. Yeah, maybe so. Do you have a dream studio?
Probably Spencer Barnes.
Yeah. Did you like?
His current studio.
You want Ghibli, or?
Sure. If the possibility is there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no.
Oh man, it just feels like you're at that point where you just make your own. I mean, that's so easier said than done, but amazing work. I really don't have anything else to say except for the students need to break down your work more. It's awesome. Costa, are you here? Are you at your desk yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
Actually, perfect timing. I just walked right
Well,
back to my desk.
Do we have anybody else to talk to right now?
We had the perfect amount of people to clear. I'd say we have a little chat with Mepity here.
Okay.
And a little chat with Zipavica. By the way, Ricardo, if you ever
Beautiful.
are struck in with any type of comments or anything, feel free to chime in as well.
Yeah, have you seen this work before? Okay.
No, I never seen this before.
It makes me so sad.
Yeah,
Like,
there's a lot of talent out there, for sure.
Well, listen, Ethan. This is what we're doing, not only on this Discord, but what you're doing is we're taking those that may not have the strongest networking capabilities or marketing capabilities, but all the talent in the world, and we're trying to put a spotlight on them so that we can change some lives for the positive. Some people just need that little push to get where they need to go, and luckily, Ethan, you've created something that affords us the ability to highlight people and change their lives for the better, especially those who have earned it through their perseverance and grit. So
I didn't even realize that I was doing that. Like I didn't. Now I realize I am pretty much the greatest person in the world, and that's awesome.
Yeah, you are.
But
no, you are. You are. Yeah.
It's just
whatever you say, bro.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. I hope that helped in some way, Vika.
Thank you. Thank you. It was an honor to be here.
Bye-bye. Well, it's just such a beautiful thing to see and so sad at the same time. I feel like a lot of these people need to be recognized and be put out there more. And like you said, that's what we're trying to do. So, all right.
We have the power to change that, Ethan. That's what we're doing.
All right.
We're doing it. So pat yourself on the back, and you can stare at yourself in the mirror a little bit easier now.
All right, are we talking to Mepity? I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Mepity.
Hello. Hi. Thank you for having me.
You've been waiting so long. Everybody's been waiting so long. Thank you for sticking around. Are you entertained at all by any of this?
Yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying hearing your words and looking at these people's incredible art. And yeah, it makes it. Thank you so much to you and Proco for supporting all these people who usually wouldn't have the platform to, be reached, like for other studios to find them and things. It's awesome and it means a lot.
Yeah. #word. I feel that too. Do I have Mepity's work? Have I seen your work before, Mepity?
I don't know. I go to Cal Arts, which is I think a lot of people know about it. And when I applied, I uploaded my sketchbook, and that kind of went viral. So that's where most people know me from, I think.
Okay, what's your Instagram?
It's Mepity.
Go ahead and check your DMs.
Oh.
Their website as well as their Instagram.
Okay.
Is
Oh, I don't see. Oh, I see it. Mepity. Sick. So is Mepity your real name?
No, it's a random thing I made up on the spot when I wanted to upload my first video back in 2017. It doesn't mean anything.
Look at the flippin' cheese animals. Holy moly. Like, I don't even want to like this, but I do so much. Wow. Why do I like this? I love this middle one. The texture on this. Why do I not want to like it too? Look at this, the string cheese thing. Look at this crab thing. I don't know why I like it so much. It's making me cry. Oh, I'm getting emotional.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
That's such a cool opener. This freaking the goat. Oh my god, that's good.
Yeah, I do want to get a learning on 3D modeling, and I'd love to start animating these guys in 3D. That would be fun. Oh, I see my friend in the chat. Hi, Mugwine.
Lighthead. Oh, you do boards? Oh man, look at that shot. That's a wide lens. That's sick. What are you... Oh, you're going to Cal Arts, you said, right?
Yeah, that's right. I just finished my first year.
All right, it's starting to make sense. Look at this. That's pretty cool. So who's your favorite artist to look at? What's your top go-to artist that you steal from?
I would say Jamie Hewlett, the man of gorillas. He is my biggest inspiration, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay.
But,
real quick, Proco's got to go. I'm just gonna let him take the floor real fast,
Sure.
because he's got to go.
Okay.
So Proco, before you leave, is there anything you'd like to say?
Oh no, I was about to just dip out like quietly. I didn't want you to give me the floor.
I respected this.
Proco, it was an honor. I just want to say, like, I'm so happy to have you in here, and I'm so sorry that you had to sit through all these losers, you know? It's just a sad situation.
Yeah, I know.
But
we gotta give back, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. But it's so cool to talk to you and so cool to meet you, and I do really still hate you, you know, in general, and for lying to me. But I'm sure I'll be talking to you soon, you know.
Yeah, thanks for having me on there. It was fun.
Proco, when you have the time, I'm sure myself and Ethan would like to sit down with you. So if you're open to it, obviously. But yeah, just think about it. Send Ethan a message when you're available. And,
you want me to send you meth?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
meth. Yeah, if you could go ahead and send Ethan a pound of meth, that'd be great.
Okay. A pound, Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
A kilo.
But
yeah. Whenever you have the time, go ahead and send myself or Ethan a message, and we'll set something
sounds
up.
good. All right, guys.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Take it easy.
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, that was really, really cool. I'm just going to give him a little light bulb above his head. People who know will know. There we go. So, now that we got that loser out, let's go back to this portfolio that was literally making me tear up. This is so flippin' cool because you're tackling so many different things, and honestly, I really hate you for this because people that do this well kind of make me angry. You're doing boards, you're doing storytelling, and you're painting like a beast. So what's your goal, and what's your dream job?
Long term, I would love to have my own kids' TV show, so be in some sort of directorial position. And I love every aspect of the animation pipeline, well, except for editing and post-production. I hate that part.
Whoa.
But otherwise, I really want to get a taste of as much as I can, which is part of why my portfolio is so varied. Also because I don't have enough to focus yet for any one particular thing. Yeah.
I will say that editing is where the magic happens.
I know.
It's such a big deal. My fiance is an editor, so not saying that you were trying to offend me, just saying that you did. Nah.
I need to get better at it. I think that's why I'm struggling so far. But once I get a grip, maybe I'll learn to love it more.
Yeah, get a grip. Oh my god, I love the layout too of this flippin' portfolio. It's like, you not only did you do the art, but but just the layout of this whole thing is super slick. Oh,
Thank
cool!
you.
Look at this.
Oh,
Spring 2020, huh? So this is pretty recent. All this stuff.
Wow, some of it's pretty old. I haven't animated as much as I should. Although, not to plug, but I did release a collab with Lego earlier today on the YouTube channel. So
Whoa.
that's like the first actual finished animation I've ever done, and I only did it last month. Oops.
How did you? Was it Lego? Did they have like a YouTube channel, or was it for Lego property, or what was it for?
It was like a partnership thing to promote one of their latest products. Back in June, they sent me an email, and I was so taken aback that I thought it was fake and spam, so I threw it away. But then I realized, hold on, that was actual Lego. And yeah, so for the last 2-ish months, I had made a short film for them.
Wow. So here's what I want to ask is, for the students watching this, what piece, I want to see the pieces, or what, if you know what in particular Lego saw that kind of made them reach out to you. Was it this real? Or wait, no, it wasn't
I'm
just
not-
real, right?
No. I'm not specifically sure about Lego, but when I had portfolio day at CalArts, every studio that came back to me liked my cheese creatures, which you also liked.
Mm-hmm.
So I reckon that it was probably the same for them, but they didn't specify. I should have asked.
Well, there you go. If you want to get hired at a company, just draw cheese.
That's what it is.
It's honestly like niche, right? Like the studio that you're trying to go for that wants you for your work, that's what they're going to be going for is... Oh, actually, I want to check out character design. No, I don't. I want visual development. I want to go back. No, I clicked story. All right, I want a story now. Yeah.
This was my abandoned first year film that I didn't finish because coronavirus kicked us out of school, but hey ho.
Are you still, I mean, how's that right now with the Rona?
I'm taking a year off actually, and I'm just going to focus on my YouTube channel because I haven't been posting on there very much, which, yeah, I need to do more of that.
Okay. What's your YouTube about?
I guess it's similar in that I try and share advice, but I guess from the perspective of someone who's still very much in the beginning stages of my career.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just discussed, like I talked about the portfolio I used to apply to school because I know that that's something I really wanted when I was applying to CalArts. And so I just try and pick up on what people want that don't have access to yet. And I guess as I become more professional, I'd like to follow in yours and Proco's footsteps and provide more resources to people who perhaps can't afford fancy art school.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just say ride off of other people's coattails, you know, get a couple sharp objects and just be super arrogant, and I think you'll be just fine.
Wonderful.
Yeah. This stuff is so cool. But
thank you.
Yeah, that Rona situation, that really sucks.
Yeah.
This is so cool. I don't think I saw these yet. Nice, very iconic.
Yeah.
Sick. Everything, all the colors are just really sticking together. Look at these. Nice.
A lot of the colors and shapes and the subject matter is based on my upbringing in rural England, and also kind of my mum is Russian, so I really did connect with Vika's art earlier because I sort of spotted some of that Russian heritage in there. Yeah.
Really? Where can you think that you have any of that points out directly in this, the Russian thing? Is it like the cheeses or?
I think it's so with. It's hard to show in my portfolio because I have not actually drawn as much as I should. But like the TV show I want to make someday, a lot of the narrative elements are based on that Russian side. But also things like the animals I draw are all British, sort of oriented, I guess, minus that squid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of green countryside-y things, but with yellow. Oh, so it will be old dudes. They're for a project I'm co-directing with the BBC, based on a poem I wrote. So that's something that'll be coming up in the next few months.
This is my favorite right here. This looks like... What's this guy's name that draws these spaceships? He's like a concept artist. Sorry, it's a complete... Huh? Ian McHugh, maybe. But...
Maybe.
But this has like a very... Say it in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. But it just goes to show that you can get a good shape language from anywhere. Like this is literally a spaceship that I've seen in a concept art design portfolio. So good shape language transfers pretty much anywhere that you look. So if you're looking at this portfolio and you think I can't benefit from this, or if you're looking at a concept art portfolio and you're thinking I can't benefit from this, there are always things to benefit from. There are always good shape languages, yada yada, to benefit from. If it's good art, if it's good shape, then it's worth looking at. What do you have to say about your work to like a student? What would you say to them?
I would say that I'm no different to anybody else. I think a lot of people will see, I mean, my subscriber number is nothing compared to yours and Proco's, but it all kind of came about just because the YouTube algorithm blessed me, but it doesn't mean I'm somehow a better artist. So just keep doing what you love and push as much as you can, like push those shapes, push the colors you use, but keep it authentic to yourself and what you like, I would say. I mean, that sounds super cheesy, but that's what I've been sticking with.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever have, did anybody ever give you any advice whenever you were in art school, like some super old professor or something about art that really resonated with you?
I have one teacher who is my design teacher, and I see a couple of my classmates in your chat, actually.
Oh.
They might know Pishot. He had worked with Hayao Miyazaki, and he always tells us that our style isn't the elements that we draw, it's the voice that we have in our work. And that's why it's so important to be authentic to like our experiences and the things that make us us, because that really translates into our art more so than whatever, if you draw a spiral inside the ear or if you decide to be more anatomically correct, that's not as important. So yeah.
That's a great piece of advice, and I definitely wanted to hit on a similar note of, now that you know how to draw, and even if you don't know how to draw that well, now that you're at that point, what are you saying with it? And how are you trying to stand out from everybody else with this now that you have it? You don't even have to draw that well. It's just like, what are you trying to say? And sometimes if you're young, you don't have anything to say. That just means you need to get out, do a little bit more research on things that you're interested in. You know, take from your childhood. If you have a Russian childhood, whatever, you know, it doesn't mean you have to go out and be in Russia. I mean, I don't know. But I draw from my childhood too. It's always something to draw from. But awesome work, awesome shape language here. Thank you for sharing everything.
No problem. I'm so sorry to have unintentionally joined this stream, but I guess it worked out.
Yeah, we had you waiting here for a while, so sorry about that.
Okay.
But it was by design.
Yeah.
You trust me, you wouldn't have been able to get in here if you weren't supposed to be here. So
That does mean a lot. Thank you.
it's all by design. But I'm curious, both Ethan and Mephi. I try to encourage those with kind of touching on the same point. I try to encourage those that may have the technical ability to start thinking more about narrative and storytelling elements in their artwork. Maybe if you guys could extrapolate a little bit on how you go about maybe gathering references or thinking about how to add narrative elements so that you can, you know, personalize the work a little bit more in order to stand out from the crowd.
Word. I think this is my favorite so far.
Oh yeah. So I actually was sponsored by Wix and decided to add some fun to the website. Please don't take it seriously. But yeah.
I will take it seriously.
Okay, cool. You can do that then.
Very nice. Well, if anybody wants to buy that for me, I will get you a ticket, a plane ticket to me, after COVID, of course, and we can present this on the stream together.
Ethan, you seriously gonna just completely skirt over my question?
I'm sorry, Kosa. I was looking at this $1,000 rock. Sorry.
Distracted. I'm really bad. I tried to.
Sorry, Kosa. Go ahead.
I was wondering, some technique. Ethan, you're a champion, by the way. I was wondering some of the things that you guys do in order to add narrative or storytelling elements in your work, because it's really what distinguishes people's portfolios from one another.
Yeah.
Just being a series of pinups and like stagnant characters.
That is
Maybe
true.
If you guys could share some of the things that you do in order to take your work to a more personal level.
Yeah, can you talk about that? I'm going to look up a portfolio that actually that showcases this a little bit really quick while you talk about it.
If you want to take that away, Methody, if you want to share your
Yeah,
own.
of course. So it's actually something I only started fairly recently, and I think that's when I found a lot more success with my stuff. And usually the way I add personality and story into my stuff is to give my characters something to do. I don't always have that. Like the cheese creatures, they're just cheese creatures being themselves. But for example, a recent drawing I did, I had a character with a rucksack, but there's like an octopus tentacle that's coming out. And so that's a story immediately, even though it's just one tiny element. And before I added that octopus, it was just a dude with a backpack. That's not as special. You can't really take that in as many directions. Like, you know, you're not given as much material to work with narratively. And this doesn't have to be anything crazy. Sometimes observing the ordinary everyday stuff is just as interesting as some super wacky sci-fi something or other.
Yeah, because we relate to it so much more, and that's what I'm trying to pull up right here. You can keep talking about it, but I'm actually going to grab a book in a second and show the book to the stream just really quick, but go ahead.
Cool. Yeah, I guess it's like, I don't know, it sounds super cheesy, but I love to observe the ordinary and to make it extraordinary. And sometimes that means that giving weird characters something very normal to do, you and I can relate to. And I feel like that's more, that connects way more than like everyday characters that look just like us that are doing something completely crazy and that doesn't relate to the human experience near as much. But even then, there's so many ways to add that human experience into stories that makes it like something to connect with. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I think it also helps that I'm surrounded by so many incredible people at my school. This goes for my classmates as well as the teachers and the guest speakers we've had. I've cried several times just thinking about how lucky I am. And that's, again, going back to my YouTube channel, why I want to share as much of that as I can. Because I don't think anyone should be denied that experience. Yeah, woo!
Okay, I got the book right here.
Oh, cool. Did you say who is this? I cannot say words today. Is it the person who's on the screen's book or someone else?
Yes, yeah, it's Zihong, I believe is how you is how you say her name. Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. She just completely blew me away with her storytelling and the simplicity in it. Not necessarily, maybe the simplicity is not the right word, but the clarity.
Yeah. Clarity is key.
Yeah, and it's called Four Seasons. Just the, and I learned so much just from looking at this. And again, even if you're not into this type of work, you can always gather something from good design. From shot choices. This type of stuff can be used in dark concept art work. It's narrative, it's storytelling, and it's beautiful stuff. The compositions, the little everyday of life feeling, or slice of life bit of stuff.
Oh, wow, yeah.
But
it is good.
She's very decisive, and I love this one. So even in concept art, you know, you've got like this big character, smaller character, there's a focus here. It all comes together. It's like nice big clean silhouettes. Because when I was first starting out, I thought, you know, I don't want to do any of this animation stuff. I want to do like video games. I want to do the cool stuff. Well, you can, but there's clarity in these type of things that you really need to learn from, and I needed to learn from. because if you go to some of the biggest concept art studios or gaming studios or whatever, they're all going to have, like, they're going to have respect for this type of work too. So
Yeah. Solid drawing that has energy.
yeah,
Good shapes.
look how iconic that is. Now throw some textures on this and make it a 3D model and make this a person from Fallout or whatever if you're a concept arty person. This is iconic. This is a thing. That's like, everybody can benefit from that. Character designer, whatever. If you think you can't, then you need to shut up. But anyway,
Wow.
thank you so much for talking with us and showing your work. I'm really excited to see some more stuff from you in the future.
No worries. Thank you again for having me.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll I'm gonna be looking at some a little bit more stuff here, and then we're gonna be saying goodbye here after a bit. But thank you again, and I'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
If you want, you can hang out. I'll grab her. But yeah. So did you want to pull some random people in?
In just a second, I want to talk quickly about. Wow, there's so much good work that we went through today. I just want to talk about this quick thing, 10% off of this Wacom Mobile Studio Pro. If you go over right here, and I should have had it in the description, but this is like a Lightbox special that Wacom is doing with Lightbox. So what this is, if you look at this thing, this connects to my computer, and I draw on the hashtag Photoshop and all of that. And it's a separate device. But what this is a specific device that has, I'm pretty sure, it has all like Windows and stuff installed. I think it's Windows. But go do your research. It's basically, you just pick that sucker up, stick it in your backpack, and go to grandma's house. Now you have a whole flipping computer with you with the professional screen and yada yada of Wacom. So I'm going to be talking about this more tomorrow, but this thing, you got 10% off, which is kind of quite a bit right now. So go check that out. Go check out Flippin' Lightbox. That's pretty much the announcements that I wanted to make. Here's a portfolio that I want to get into maybe tomorrow. It's just like old school portfolios that I used to look at. But yeah. What do you think, Costa? Should we bring in some more folks?
I mean, yeah, if you still got the energy to run, bro, I'm here. I got you then. And I started looking through portfolio reviews, and I am now picking those that are not as advanced. If you would like, to maybe.
I want to talk to one more.
One more?
I want to talk to one more.
We're gonna do somebody random.
Don't you film me? Are you putting me on Instagram? Yes, please. Can I have some water? No. Wait, my mug. My mug. Dang it.
Pull somebody in here that isn't for a long period. The rest of the show today kind of gives people a taste of how the rest is.
Yeah.
How does that sound?
Absolutely. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thank you for the water. Thanks for everybody showing up. Like, we blew out our old records, blew them right out.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, by the way, if you want to know the metric side of things, Ethan, as far as, if you want to get an idea of what people like in terms of content, the fact that you've been doing more educational things, you have consistently held for the longest amount of time over 2,000 viewers here. It's your best performing stream thus far.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Oh God. You just let me know in the hashtag comments educational or entertaining, you know, because I'm down for both.
Stop splitting them, dude. Stop splitting them. Make them both.
No, I just want to know because like I just need to know how much of you do you really care about being educated on this stuff, you know? Oh God.
I'm actually looking. You know what? If you're in the stream BC right now, I want you to send a link for your portfolio, and then I'm gonna pick somebody randomly. So if you're, I don't care if you've already submitted. If you're sitting in stream BC right now, send a link to your portfolio.
Hey Costa, I have a question. How did none of the staff have any portfolios or work that they wanted to talk about?
We are going to be pulling them in. There is staff that's ready for that, but I want to do that on a day where, like one of the other days.
Okay.
Today,
how many?
Right now, I think I only have one staff member that has identified that they wanted to do it.
Okay. Well, if we have time after, then we can talk to them too. Right now, while we have time.
I think we can. Yeah, sure. I mean, it's up to you, man. Your stream. I'm just the guy. I'm just the guy that makes things happen for you. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, here we
go.
Yeah,
we can do it.
I like this person. I'm gonna pull them in.
One more.
Yeah. They're not as far along in their journey, and but I like the fact that now everybody's DMing me things. Not DM me. So I sent you that, and I'm gonna pull this person in here.
How are people DMing me if I don't have them as friends on Discord?
Because you're allowing people to share servers, send you messages, share servers with you. Oh man, not so grump. You are not in the VC. I can't pull you in here if you're not in the VC.
Everybody in chat saying education gang. All right, if that's what you want, you know.
Yeah, people need direction. There you are, not so grump. There you are. So we're gonna pull not so grump in here. I sent you their portfolio.
Dope. Let's do this. Not so grump.
Cat right now.
What's
there up? You go.
Not so grump?
I'm in the voice chat.
Yes, you are.
What's up? Where are you living right now? Name and address.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't have my volume up. I'm sorry, I'm completely set up.
That's all right. Try one more time.
Hi, I can hear you. Can you hear me? I'm
about
to
you cut in and out.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm using push.
What do you think, Wave Loop?
No, I can't.
Easily.
It's cutting a lot.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Is this better?
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, no, you're good.
You have your mic in your mouth now?
Yes, a little bit.
Cool. Let me check out your work. What's your dream studio? What's your dream job?
I'm kind of in between, I really love children's books. I want to do children's books, but illustration does fall a lot into character design, and I'm huge into that as well.
Nice.
So if I worked for a studio, honestly, I love character design, but I can find it can be almost emotionally taxing for me. I don't know how to describe it. So I really love background art, and I do have a background art section on my portfolio website.
Nice.
When you said to send your portfolio, I literally just uploaded 3 new pieces because I got really excited.
It's cool. Yeah. Something comes to mind. Let me see if I can remember.
I also have a Russian upbringing, which is the 3 middle pieces.
How do I just keep picking Russian?
Whoa, that's really
know.
strange. What did you kind of relate to the past ones, or how
Yeah, it's almost weird. Like, I'm not fluent in Russian. My mom's from Russia, but I'm not fluent. So for the longest time, I didn't draw a lot of stuff because I kind of had like a mini identity crisis about it. But I'm like brushing up on my Russian to get fluent again. And I'm really more interested. My aunt and my mom have been giving me their old children's books with Russian fairy tales.
Nice.
Oh, I love Aaron.
Oh, so you already know of Aaron's work?
Yes.
Okay. He was like one of my first directors at DreamWorks. He is so darn good. He gave such good advice and stuff. Yeah, so he makes children's books as well, and he's like a beast. He's really, really good.
That's awesome.
But yeah, for any students looking to do children's books as well, you can look at Aaron's work.
I follow Anusha Syed, and like I know she has worked in the like industry with character design for like Disney.
Who is that?
Anusha Syed.
How do you spell the first name?
Anoosha.
Oh, okay.
Since I'm in the voice chat with you, can I change it off of push to talk?
Yeah. Keep it
okay. Thank you. I'll be a second.
Let me check out this work. Oh yeah, some clean character design stuff here.
Okay, this should be a million times better now.
Yes, it is.
Beautiful.
I'm so sorry. I'm very nervous.
Yeah, so this is... Oh, look, the Sailor Moon. That's so cool. Yeah, it's a really good person to follow as well. Do you have any other, like, top artists that you're looking for?
Oh my goodness. I love Steph Libris. I believe that might be her Instagram. I'm not sure.
STEPH?
Yeah. She also does children's books, and I really love Kat Hudson.
Oh, yeah. These cats. I've seen these. Super slick. So let me see. So what kind of project are you going for? Like animation or story, or I mean, children's books primarily?
Right now I'm really focusing on my illustration portfolio because I'm trying to find work.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's like the quickest route to be able to find work since I can't, Corona, I can do it at home.
Yeah.
But I do like go back and forth and work on some of my character design stuff. I don't really have anything named, but they're all kind of in sets of 3 as their own mini project, and I don't upload more until I get another set of 3, so it looks even and nice.
Yeah. You like this dark line type of stuff? Is that what you're going for your style?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say like Powerpuff Girls and Dexter's Lab I really loved, and Samurai Jack. Even though they're kind of like lineless, I like the really shape-based style, and I like adding like line work to it. That one at the top is kind of like a knockoff Girl Scouts.
This one?
True. The 3 at the top are like a knockoff Girl Scouts troop. I call them Bug Scouts, and they all have bug-related names.
That's cool. Do you have a specific animation show that you really like, that you always go back to? Is it Dexter's Lab, or...?
I always go back to Samurai Jack. The background art is incredibly inspirational to me.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can see some of that in here. Anything else? It's really cool.
I don't know, I'm like blanking a little bit. There are a lot of Russian cartoons I actually love, which I feel like show up more in my illustration, like New Pogadi and Chibarashka. They're like Soviet era cartoons that my mom used to show me. There's also a lot of Soviet era animation that was kind of just like one-off things that the government funded. There's one, I believe it's called like Hello Our Owl in the Woods. I don't know the Russian name, but it's about an owl, little hedgehog, and an owl is following him around.
Would you rather do characters designs for stuff like that, or like backgrounds?
I think backgrounds. I don't know why backgrounds are just like easier for me to do.
That's interesting. You'd rather do backgrounds.
I find like the painting process less stressful almost. It's kind of like I can just like turn my brain off and I can get it done. I feel like it's something that I could do on a deadline.
Yeah. Do you like Chromosphere then? Do you know?
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm on the stream.
Do you need to go?
No, I don't. My mom made dinner, and I think she was telling me it was ready, but I told her about this, and I was like really excited, and
Nice.
I didn't think I was gonna get on, and she just popped in for a second, so that's what happened.
Okay, Kevin Dart. You know Kevin Dart?
I don't think
Do you like Steven Universe at all?
Oh, I do love Steven Universe. I know there are several color stylists from Steven Universe that I follow, but I can't remember their names.
So when I'm talking about people that simplify things in animation and illustration, yada yada, and how that can be used for concept design and all this other stuff that you can't even imagine, or I mean, all this other stuff that you enjoy, this applies so much more than ever. Kevin Dart, if you can do this, if you can simplify in this, Steven Universe, even the backgrounds in Steven Universe, your concept art will blow people away because of what it's based on. You can execute it any other way afterwards, but what it's based on, if it's this solid, you are flipping solid. Kevin Dart and everybody that works with Kevin Dart in Chromosphere that's as far as you need to look. Okay, these it's not as much of a good example. Let's see. So this background stuff is it's just so simple, and it's gorgeous. I looked at this stuff all the time to do professional painting.
I love this type of work, and then I like to add I use a lot of references. I study a lot of different people's styles to try different things out. I really love bringing texture into backgrounds and everything.
Have you ever seen this work before?
I don't believe I have.
See, that blows my mind. I hope that you're going to be looking at this stuff, because it's like it's so simple and so beautiful. Like, you don't need to get all muddy with colors, and it can be so much more clearer than you'd ever imagined. And again, you can create more complex art based off of this stuff. It doesn't have to be this simple, but it can, if it starts this simple, then you're already good to go. Very difficult to get to this point, actually, because you need to learn how to throw out all the details and stuff. But Kevin Dart, oh man, this stuff is so good. And it's not just Kevin Dart, it's everybody that's worked with him, all the other painters. And I wish I could find them right now. I can't even think of their names, but there's so many other names that I would like to share with you. But it's just so cool to hear that you like background designs. That's awesome.
I always feel like it's the first thing I look at whenever I watch cartoons. I just feel like it's so important. Like, it's what brings everything together. Which is, like, funny because I spent, like, the past 3 years, like, only drawing characters.
For
some reason, I just got into it.
Yeah, I find that it all applies, though. Like, if you do characters, it applies to backgrounds. Backgrounds applies to characters. Like,
yeah. You have to think about what's being placed in what.
Yeah. There's another painter, a couple painters that I can't think of right now, but they're so good, and they've worked with Kevin. Look at this. The depth sold in this piece is like, what? If you have a question of like what you want to do and the style that you want and you're not sure, just try to look as much as you can on the internet, because there's somebody out there that's going to be something that you want to do as a student, and you don't have to do it exactly, but it's a place to jump off, a jumping point. Look, this is some stuff from Steven Universe, or that's Powerpuff Girls, I think, but that's just flipping gorgeous. It's so beautiful.
A lot of my backgrounds are much simpler and have less going on.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at your backgrounds here. So that's the one thing I would say about these is that they're really nice, and if you want to go for children's books, you know, you want to blast the color like you're doing, which is cool. But if you want to get into, well, I guess it really depends. Ignore that drawing. If you want to get into animation, sometimes, if you want to, like, so let's say work for somebody like this, which maybe at some point you want to, and to other students, is that I would say, just like I said on the other one, the saturation level does not have to be
so high.
yeah, which, again, for children's books, that's probably what you're going to want to do. But let's see, the saturation level in here, it's not, it's gray. This is all gray. This grass right here, oh, you think it's green? Flippin' think again. It's brown. It's desaturated brown. And the more you break these things down, you realize when the light hits it, it's going to be moving into the greens. So these actually look pretty similar in color. That's weird. But let's see what happens if we desaturate yours a little bit. I mean, yeah, it's pretty much there. Of course, you maybe not, you don't want that for a children's book necessarily. You probably want to blast it. But anyway, that's just a key difference that I noticed. Other than that, I mean, if you're going for children's books,
I'm still trying to, I guess, really decide. I see a lot of children's books artists who, like Zoe, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but it starts with a P, Piersco, maybe, I think. I see a lot of people kind of jump back and forth between, like, children's television and, like, children's books. And I feel like that's a nice spot where I want to try to get to, I guess.
Yeah. So another thing I would say for something like this is the closer, well, I mean, it really depends, but if you're going for animation, you want to simplify the foreground objects a little bit more to something. Okay, here's a major thing that Kevin Dart does a lot, and he used the lasso tool right over here. Got a lasso, and I'm sure you already know about that, but you take these major shapes and you create the contrast. So this back color is kind of high up here, so we want this one in the foreground to be a little bit. Oops. Just to separate it, can still add some texture. But and like getting right here, it's kind of bleeding into each other, which is okay to have sometimes. But to simplify sometimes is better. Again, I mean, you can use this information how you want, but mainly I'm trying to look at these things and talk to students about if they're trying to get into animation, not necessarily children's book. So I just created a bit of a contrast right there between this mountain or this little hill and that one.
I feel like it does look a little better, actually.
Yeah, and then these ones, if you want to get cinematic with it,
make them higher, maybe.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna copy that, bring it up here. I'm gonna bring this sucker right here, make it more saturated, make it darker, maybe less saturated. And then I'm gonna even add these cool little grass pieces. Something like that. And this is more cinematic. Children's books, they don't need cinematic foreground elements sometimes. You know, it can be kind of flat, like you're...
Yeah, I've been looking over a lot of the backgrounds from Song of the Sea.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm, like, really excited about Wolfwalkers from Cartoon Saloon. I really love their work. I really love the, like, this is obviously very niche, but I also love, like, the illustrations in cartoons that are, like, will be a part of, like, the environment where there are characters drawing them, or it's, like, something from that.
Yeah.
Like, in Studio Trigger's brand new Animal, and they also did this in Darling in the Franxx. They had children's books in it,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that's such a niche area, but it's also like that just seems so, like, such a fun thing to get, job to get.
Song of the Sea, though, that's such a good example. So right here you have lighter snow, so I'm going to make that contrast behind it a little bit darker. But Song of the Sea, my goodness. You're looking at the right stuff if that's what you want to do, those type of backgrounds. But that's not necessarily how I want to look. So the composition in this isn't exactly how I would finish it, but this is an option to have anyway. Song of the Sea, holy moly, good stuff. Does it have an Instagram, I wonder?
I think we do, or at least Cartoon Saloon has an Instagram.
This might be fan art, but yeah, the backgrounds for Song of the Sea was just gorgeous.
Amazing.
Pretty #cool. Well, anyway, thank you so much for hopping in. I hope anything that I said helped out in some way.
Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna consider the people. Well, not consider. I'm gonna look more into the artists that you told me about, and
Yeah, this tool right here.
consider more.
What do you call it? It's like a little dinkle thing right here. You click that arrow, and then a bunch of people pop up. That's how I spent a good few years, is just clicking on people. Oh, look, they're at Lightbox. Clicking on people and just looking, constantly looking at work that I really liked.
I wanted to ask before this ended, since I have a chance on this stream, I was wondering if there was like a specific background or illustration where you thought maybe I was doing something right.
Oh, on one of the, yeah, of course. On one of these things?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, that's not full screen. Well, let's see, there's plenty. I just gotta pick what's good for some of those students to see. Having foreground elements, that's always good. Like this piece has a foreground element. These bones and whatnot. It's like foreground.
Honestly, I think
background.
that canyon one is the strongest.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So what you're doing right here, and it's kind of what I've already talked about, but I just want to point it out more, is that a lot of students don't do this, but they should. And start with clarity. Do not start with unclarity. All right? Now that's some scientific terms, but you'll have time to think about that. So what I mean by that is, this is a very clear, well, I'm not lasso tooling it very well, but this is a very clear rock design, and you've cut it out. Like it's very definitive of where it sits. So once you do that, you've got that layer, and I'm explaining something that you already know how to do. I'm just trying to point it out to the students. Right now, she's got a dark, a medium, and a light. And once you do that, you're just describing that form right there with the medium. And then you're painting within that flip-in space that you just created. And the highlight right here is going to be very, very small. And you want typically you want a dominant one of these. And I guess the dominant one would be this medium instead of the dark. And then within that, then you create all these little textures and whatnot. So you don't go in there and start painting a rock. You don't go in and start painting every little detail. You flip in, create the major shape first with the lasso tool. And then you dinkle a donk, and you do pretty much everything that she's done right here. And that goes for everything. You do it for the bones. You do it for this hill. You do it for the background hill. And you know what? Again, this isn't just for this type of art. Rob Rupel does this on all of his stuff, and his stuff is nothing like this. Well, maybe. ROBH, yeah. So this guy's nothing but lasso tool. And Rob Rupel, he's a flippin'... Do you know who Rob Rupel is?
No, I haven't heard of it.
Okay, before you look up Kevin Dart, you should probably go look up the person who Kevin Dart probably studied. I mean, I don't know. Rob Rupel, he's the main. Most of it looks like photographs. They're just not. They're flippin' slick. They're just so good. This is all lasso tool, folks. Rob Rupel's using the same thing that she's done here with this rock. You select that sucker out, and then you add the textures. No, that's a photograph. No, wait, that's not a photograph. Oh, tricked myself. Beautiful. Look at that. Why is my Instagram? Look at that, man. Holy moly. Holy moly. Rob Rupel, Alfonso, I can't remember his name. But, yeah, so what you're doing is good, and what you've done there, that's good.
Ethan, you mind if I take the reins just for a second?
One second. You said Harry's on the chat?
Yeah, tell him hi, Harry.
Harry Judy Harry?
Yeah.
Oh. What do you... Oh, he is. There's Harry. What are you doing here, Harry? Hey. Sorry, I just know somebody named Harry in the chat. Hey, Harry.
Okay.
Get out of here. Don't want you here, never did. I'm just joking, buddy. You stay as long as you want. All right, so I just wanted to point out that you're doing that right. And keep going with it. I would, yeah, just keep on flipping going. All right, Costa, take my reins.
Well, you know, we tend to point out, you know, how people can improve, but obviously Not So Grump here would like to know some things that they should continue observing, and I think this piece is a great showcase of things that they can continue doing. One of which, if you can stay on that one, Ethan, one of which is the fact that you've observed a duotone palette, which is very good. I think people tend to get a little bit wild with their colors, so beyond just desaturating, understanding that even on a digital format, you should be observing some traditional tools sometimes, and it can help your work read. And you've stuck inside of a warm color tone. Your values are also reading. The bird is a selling point, and its silhouette is clearly identified, and you have a strong use of shape. So if I were you, I would continue working on your strengths, which is your shape design, especially because of the format that you're in. So one thing I think people can kind of extrapolate from this piece here of what can be done right is the fact that they've stayed primarily in a complementary contrasting tones, purple and yellow, and it was a good exploration of that. There's no odd use of color, though there are times when we can apply that to our advantage. But something I really would like to see more of you doing, and a piece that you've already done, is observing complementary colors, purple and yellow is one, using the color wheel to do that and continuing exploring these shapes. And you also have your foreground, midground, background observed in that, and you have clear foreground elements, clear midground elements, and clear background elements, and you put your selling point in the midground and used in a very simple fashion light on dark, the silhouette against the sun, to really highlight object in the piece. So things I would say that you've done successfully in this piece are those, and I would like to see you explore and push those a little bit further, because obviously at this stage you have an affinity for it. So
Word.
If you would like to, yeah.
Also,
I hope that helps as well.
It does. Thank you so much. I go back and forth with so many different things, and it feels nice to hear that some of the things I'm doing right, and I should continue to try to push with those things.
yeah, I do want to say real fast that this work, if you want to do background painting, typically people work their way up through background design first. And you might not want to do that. That's perfectly fine. But I'm going to talk to you or some people on the stream just really quickly about background design. This is some of the work that I did for DreamWorks after I was hired. And I feel like, it applies to this piece especially, that instead of painting, which is not fun, but designing things, just like I was talking before about that head shape that looked like a spaceship, that was a common rock shape that we used to use in the Flippin' Crudes show. Just some great design in that show. We were nominated for our backgrounds, for our art design, I think it was the backgrounds. I went to one of the Flippin' nominated things because the Dinkles were so strong, all of the backgrounds. And so this is the type of stuff that I would say you would be hired for, is designing solid layouts like this. This is another piece that I did. Super strong in line art and values. This is another rocky situation. Really forced me to focus on big, medium, small, which I'd say you should focus on it too as well. This is another piece I did for Crudes. Oh man, it's super blurry. But yeah, just like big tree shapes and yada yada. This is a piece that got me hired for the job. Now, this, I straight up copied this off of Google Earth. But the fact is that after they sent me tests, I did test after test after test. Or no, I did one test, but I sent in multiple. I was like, I could do better. I'm going to send them another version of this test. So I think that kind of helped a little bit. But just showing that you can, this is something that was also in my portfolio that I wanted to point out, that I had paintings in the portfolio. They did not care about the paintings. They did not care about these at all. They wanted this because that's what I was being hired for. So we're going to be talking about that more tomorrow. But this was also a piece that I had in the portfolio. Just line work. This was also a piece that, it's cool, I guess. It's not necessarily line work, but it kind of shows a little bit of something. But overall, it's just painting. Yeah. Don't think that there's any one way to do it. But I'm just saying, try to, if you're serious about doing background stuff, if getting a job in background design might be the way to go for you. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much for looking at my work.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So
I also thought it was funny. My name's Anya. Also Anya, like Methody.
Huh. How about that?
Your second Anya.
My goodness. This is, we'll see how many Russians we get tomorrow.
Yeah, right.
But thank you so much.
I think you can catch them all.
Catch all the Russians? Okay.
Get all of them up.
All right. Thank you
so much for looking at my work again.
Absolutely. I'll be seeing you around soon. All right. Costa?
You're captain.
Dude, that's flipping good. We did flipping good. Everybody go over to Lightbox tomorrow. I really don't have much more to say except for that I'm hungry and that my team did a great job. Costa did a flipping amazing job. Flipping everybody involved. Flipping Waveloop did a great job. Waveloop, what do you feel about that whole thing?
It was great. It was great to be. It was more watching than anything else, but it was great. I liked it. Thanks for having me around.
dude, thanks for sticking around, man. Like, it's great to hear the different sides of things, you know. I just wonder who's going to buy this rock. That's what I really wonder.
A couple things to close out the stream. And
Yeah.
I'll let you have the final word, Ethan. A couple things to close out the stream. There will be, and make sure that at least announcements are on the server just for Lightbox, because I am going to be sharing the social media links of everybody who was involved in the stream today. And I would really appreciate it if those that were watching the stream would go and show support for those artists that were very talented that don't have followings. So following them, liking their stuff, helping them out algorithmically, getting them some notoriety. They've certainly earned it. So please do that. Another thing to take into consideration, we didn't talk about it much. Ethan has prints for sale as well as glasses.
Let me just go to this real fast. Keep telling it.
Yeah, the Etsy store. It eventually be moved over to my company page when that's all done, and there'll be kind of stuff to talk about in the future from me for artists, because I'm going to be making kind of a company that's directly supposed to help artists make some money. So there'll be that in the future, but for now, we do have the prints. They are on order. We are taking orders right now. It will be shipped this week. We do have very nice prints on very nice paper.
Yeah, looking sick.
Yeah, so we have that. It'll be shipped from the Costa Collectibles little headquarters here. The link for the Etsy will also be available in the server announcement. And there is two things to get some notoriety here is continue submitting links. Please do not add information to your links in the portfolio review. We just want the links to your portfolios. I do prefer ArtStations over Instagrams and personal websites over Instagrams. So I do tend to favor those if you read the server announcement. If I see Instagrams that are particularly good or showcase what we're looking for in a review, I will pick those as well. But if you want to get noticed, make an ArtStation, upload some work, make it more portfolio centric. You can use the people portfolios today as a template. And for those that are involved in the server, we do have server showcase. So once a month, every month, you guys will be doing voting on people that upload images. The rules simply are just upload your best piece of work, only one piece of work, and make sure that you're adding your social media links, and go through vote with a thumbs up. Unfortunately, I had to clear out a lot of other emotes and whatnot. So make sure you are following the rules on that. It is pinned on the page. But it's a great way to get noticed in the server and whatnot, and you have the possibility of being featured in one of Ethan's videos as well if you win. And there's multiple categories to win in. Server voting, staff pick, Ethan pick, myself pick, Jano pick, and whatnot. And I hope to see everybody getting more active in the server. And we do have classes in the server. There is a tip jar if you guys don't mind sending donations to teachers. They are teaching for free.
Yeah, and what I said, one of the last steps in these portfolios is that you need to get in a community, you need to start talking to people, you need to get your voice out there. You don't even have to do it in the last step. Do that in the first step, second step, third step. Be talking to people all the time, get in a community. There's no better time to start than now. Flipping right now. And there's no better time to buy all of my merch than right now as well. But like, go in and talk to people. Start to get better. That's what the Discord is for, and Costa's helping out with that all the time. It's flipping awesome. Sorry, I just wanted to say that.
Oh, you have last word. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, get involved in the community. Those that are really experienced, those that are maybe industry professionals or have a lot of experience and maybe no notoriety, reach out to me. If you are very good at what you do, trust me, I have means of making sure that you get seen. So that's what I'm here for. That's been my main objective in all of this, is making sure that we're creating pathways for artists to get noticed, so that kohais will be turned into senpais. And real quick too, if you are Japanese or no Japanese, there's a new Japanese channel. 俺は日本語を話せます and I'd be happy to study with you. So yeah.
Man, I wish I could see the super chat. It just goes away, doesn't it?
Yeah. Ethan, last words.
That the super chat going away really upsets me, and also I had it turned off, I think, so I couldn't hear it. I think tomorrow we're going to turn it on so I can actually hear it go off, so I can talk to you whenever I see it. But Leon Art, I think, says, or gave $10. When do you have live streams? I'm new to your channel, just subscribed. I have live streams whenever I have time. I work full-time in animation, and I'm doing videos for y'all all the time. So between that, I don't have live streams that much. But when I do, it's important. So hopefully, I'll just announce it if I do. I think it's Rie. Rie says, do you still think that you're so big and you're so tough? Yeah, I do. Okay. And I wish I could see the super chat more. I'll have to go back and look at it later if I can somehow. But thank you for everybody that did a flippin' super chat. Thank you everybody that stopped by. I have last word. Is this right?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you everybody involved. We're gonna see you tomorrow. Same time tomorrow. 2 to 3 to 4, whatever. Send in your flippin' portfolios.
Real quick, let's call it 3 p.m. PST. And we'll start getting ready at 2 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, let's call it 3. Yeah. And that's what we're going to do. And that's just what's going to happen. And we'll see you there. All right? Bye-bye, y'all. See you tomorrow. Bright and early at 3.